Hey guys, Davison here. Welcome to Davison After Dark, the live interactive talk show from my living room straight to yours, typically in front of the fan wall, which you could get on for $25. I show this off in my main channel videos. This is not my main channel, this is my vlogging slash live broadcast channel. Anyhow, I wanted to, despite the fact that I am without makeup and getting over a cold, discuss the fact that YouTube dropped a bomb on us today. So I don't know if you guys heard, but YouTube just announced today that it is changing its YouTube Partner Program requirements, and you will now need to have a minimum of 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours. So that's 240,000 minutes of watch time from the people viewing your content within the last year in order to retain your monetization and the features associated with being a part of the YouTube Partner Program. Now, I'm lucky because this channel surpassed that and my main channel surpassed that. However, I have channels, and again, I apologize for my ghastly appearance. I feel like I need to, hold on, I'm gonna put on some glasses to cover my face, hold on. So I have channels that I haven't used since 2014 that despite having over 1,000 subscribers and millions of views are losing monetization entirely, and despite the fact that I'm fully monetized and a partner on 2 other channels in like a significant way. So it's really funny that I can't just group all my channels under the same umbrella. Like, I think that's a little bit of a failing. I know that if you're a larger partner, you can apply and be part of YouTube's CMS, which means Content Management System. So, I mean, I would maybe ask or request that the brass at YouTube maybe consider opening up CMS again. Maybe that would make it open to abuse. I have no idea. But I feel like I should be able to gather all the channels that I own under the same parent and retain my partner status. Because if I'm a partner on a bunch of different channels, why should I lose it everywhere? That doesn't even make any sense to me. Like, if you use AdSense on multiple blogs, you have one AdSense code and you can implement it on as many websites as you want. I think possibly there's a limit, but I mean, it's really, really high. So it's very confusing that people like me in the weird position of having multiple channels are basically losing everything. Again, I kind of sort of expected this was coming. YouTube had alluded to it at the beginning of the year. Susan Wojcicki had said that she was going to be stricter with what content was acceptable on YouTube, that more videos would be getting penalties and strikes, and I suffered that. If you guys have been following me on my main channel, I got a strike for a comedy video about Tide Pods. And I had a channel that actually recently surpassed 100,000 views, which was part of a project I did where I became a Spider-Man and Elsa channel for a month as kind of a social experiment to see what would happen. And it actually took a year for that channel to explode. And then when I had tried to enable monetization, they said that they were delaying reviewing channels, but they'd get to it in the new year because they didn't have enough staff to review all the channels that were pending, when really that actually was a giant lie. YouTube effectively lied to people. So anybody who's told last month who had over the 10,000 views that they said was the requirement, if they had applied and been told that their application was under review, it was essentially a lie stalling in order to come up with these new guidelines. And what do I think about that? I mean, this is what corporations do, right? They can't tell everyone everything immediately because then it would start chaos. So they stalled until the moment that they decided they were comfortable with releasing the information, and they had to lie to stall. And do I feel like I've lost a lot? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I was still earning on some of those channels that were dormant, maybe, I don't know, maybe $100 a year. And So it's kind of like, oh, okay, well, I mean, that's not that much money, but every little bit adds up. And again, it's just the weird contradiction of, okay, I'm a partner on two channels, but my other channels don't have to get reapproved. Obviously, I'm abiding by rules if all my other channels are okay. So, yeah, I guess I will go to your comments. I'm not going to be one of the people that's enraged by this. I just find it so unsurprising at this point because I've been through pretty much everything on YouTube. I really, next time I'm getting more made up. Sorry, guys. Um, I don't know, like, it's just going to get more difficult for people. And you have to mentally prepare yourself as a creator to know that, you are, your channel exists on borrowed land. And at any time, the terms can change. And at any time, YouTube can flip a switch and you will lose everything you built. So you have to be willing to shoulder that risk. And it's very competitive and it's only getting more competitive. So this is just part of the competitive game that we're playing because everybody wants a YouTube channel and everybody wants to be a YouTube star. And only the strong or the persistent will survive. So don't let this kill your hope in creating your own YouTube channel. Just know that it's not going to get easier, kids. They always said it's a tough business when referencing Hollywood. Well, hey, this is the new Hollywood, so it's tough business, kids. So you don't have a choice. You got to navigate it. I've been fighting in this system for so long that I know that at least right now, I mean, and who knows what could happen, I'm not giving up. So Andrea says, I've got the hours, but not the subs. Should have tried harder. Well, I mean, maybe it's not even a question of trying. Maybe the maximum amount of people that you were ever going to appeal to was what you hit. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not even a question of quality when you produce content. It's demand. Either there's a demand for your niche or there isn't. So you probably didn't meet the upper threshold, but you probably met close to it. Just like, I don't know, when I wonder or question why my main channel hasn't grown, well, I could say, hey, it alienates a lot of women because they don't want to see, a woman who engages in sexy or risque content. It alienates others that don't like comedy. So, I mean, versus if I were to say start a slime channel, although that is probably seen its peak. But if I were, with all my knowledge and skill, to start a slime channel, I'd probably appeal to a much broader audience. So, it's funny too, my channel where I interview Bill Burr, the famous comedian, and I asked him whether or not women can be funny. And his response to me was, everybody's eating a shit sandwich. Everybody has it difficult. Your job as an artist is to become undeniable. And what he meant by that was you have to put in the work and be so strong as an artist that people have to notice you or naturally will notice you. So if you aren't getting monetized and you don't have access to YouTube's program, keep going until you do. I did many things over the years to be able to have two channels that, have surpassed a certain number of minutes. I've gone to great lengths, so I feel like anybody else can do the same thing. I mean, hell, when I was an actor and a model in the traditional system, I got rejected by tons of agencies. They're like, you don't have what it takes, or you're too short, or blah, blah, blah. And what did I do? I just kept going back, kept going to different agencies. And actually, an agency that had rejected me, one of the biggest modeling agencies in Montreal, when I went back the second time, they didn't even remember having rejected me the first time, and I got signed. And then I went on to do a ton of paid work. I was in Avon. I was in, different commercials before I decided to do this whole online media thing. So it's never over until you decide to disengage with the game. But the games are, every business has its challenges. In every industry, you have to struggle to get to the top. Some people get to the top by deception and manipulation and underhanded acts, but I mean, I guess what that indicates is they're just willing to stop at nothing. So you can get to the top so long as you're willing to stop at nothing, but you can do that ethically. I was going to say, that said, I'm the type of person that only wants to achieve fame ethically. So yeah, I don't know. What are your thoughts on this? Someone said that they're discouraged. Hi guys, I love you too. I know I'm in my total, I'm a total hood rat right now. Like, good God, look at me. But okay, so Escalante says, I feel so disheartened. I hope what I just said motivated you. Anodil says, I just got the horrible email from YouTube as I'm working on a vid to post to my YouTube page. I don't know what to say other than just keep going. And you'll eventually surpass their guidelines. And I actually thought it was 1,000 subscribers or 4,000 hours, which is 240,000 minutes of watch time. No, it's both. You have to have both 1,000 subscribers and a huge amount of watch time. So, and it's actually not that easy to get 240,000 minutes of watch time. And now I'm wondering, will I have to maintain a minimum of 240,000 minutes of watch time annually in order to be a part or maintain my membership in the YouTube Partner Program? What's this going to do to MCNs? Are MCNs going to be able to sign smaller channels anymore? This suggests no. I'll have to ask the people that I know that work for MCNs. I'm curious. The fallout of this is just fascinating. And if Logan Paul's like the groundhog of YouTube, hey, he goes into the suicide forest and fucks his career and kills his career. Well, I feel like we all got a little taste of the suicide implosion now on YouTube. Like, we're getting blindsided effectively. But I got blindsided last week. And you know what? It's so funny too. I went live on, I believe, my main channel when I said that I was switching my live broadcast to this channel because I was, losing subscribers every time I went live because people don't always like the notifications, and I wanted to keep my lives for the people that, hi, Hood Rat. Hey, Dizzy. Yeah, I look like shit tonight, but whatever. I have to look good tomorrow too. And I'm getting over a cold. I should be kind to myself. I'm wearing, I look, my hair, it's, whatever, this isn't about my appearance. I'm being so fucking vain. Where was I going with that? So yeah, it's funny that I went live on my main channel and I was like, hey, people are so judgmental of Logan Paul, but they don't know when things could change in an instance for them on YouTube. And then two things happen to me. I get a strike on Friday for my Tide Pod fucking comedy video where I did a makeup tutorial, which has nothing to do with actually eating a Tide Pod. And then, sure enough, now they drop the bomb that the requirements have changed. And I saw it coming. Just like I see it coming a mile away that I have to fucking private all my videos that are even remotely sexy or racy on my main channel. Goodbye. They're gone. Because YouTube's going to persecute me. So, they aren't targeting me specifically. They want general audience content. And I guess I can't blame them because they want to appeal to advertisers who want to appeal to the most conservative consumers. It's just like making content for the lowest common denominator. They want the most, they have to target the most conservative advertisers because the client is always right. And the client wants to save face. And I guess when you sanitize content and less people get offended, in a way you can make the argument that you're never erring. There's no error to err on the side of caution, but I feel in culture the error of erring on the side of caution means that we make everything very vanilla, very boring, very sanitized, monotone. We don't want to be in a monotone culture, do we? Do we want one kind of content on YouTube? Is it only the happy little white kids who are vlogging in suburbia, who never swear, and who, I don't know, who smile at the end of episode? Is that the only content that we need to push in our culture? Is that even real? Is that an illusion? Where's the grit? Where's the dirt? I don't want cultural homogeneity. Sorry. I'm not speaking correctly right now. Homogenized. That's essentially what's happening to YouTube. So Tim says, well, North Korean American, sorry, not Korean, what? That's North Korean. That's so funny. Well, in North Korean culture, the fact that YouTube's kind of starting to resemble North Korea in its policy. No, I'm kidding. So while in North American culture, violence is okay, for some reason sexy isn't. Well, that's a whole other debate, Tim. Andre says, well, it will mean more money for you. Well, that's the argument, is that now that there's less videos that are going to run ads, they can justify raising the ad rates. It'll only mean more money for me if, though, my content is advertiser friendly. And I already got slapped with the strike baton on Friday, so I already have intentions of changing what I do without losing who I am. I mean, I'm a funny person. I have weird sensibilities. I like to do interesting projects that have some sort of social impact, so I'll just do more of that and tone down the things that, I don't know, the bobs that seem to just, I don't know, alienate my opportunities, right? Why would I want to alienate opportunities? I mean, but I have to decide, though, what kind of artist I am, essentially. And I've been sort of taking this week to, like, not work quite as hard on my produced videos and just kind of go live casually at night instead, so that I could reflect and go, like, who am I as an artist? What do I want to do? What's the next step? What's going to work? I mean, I know this works. I know going live works, and I do enjoy it. And Davison After Dark was birthed this year, and I think I'm going to, continue it because it is advertiser friendly. But as for my other content, I gotta, I don't have a choice. I gotta change, and I'm going to change. I'm going to change with the times without losing my soul. So Mr. Field says, if we wait long enough for crypto coins to stop being crazy, it would be possible to have a like button on YouTube that sends some fraction of a penny. Yeah, I think, well, aren't they trying that on other platforms? Like Medium has claps, and so does Steam It. Steam It, you get Steam if someone upvotes, or I don't know, I don't think it's clapping, but if someone up something's your post, you get Steam crypto. And I haven't really invested in Steam because me as a creator who mostly works alone, I do work with one other person sometimes, Mike, I can't be focused on Patreon and Instagram and YouTube and Steam It. Like, it's just, it extends me beyond my current capabilities in terms of workload. But I do think that if you guys have been rejected by YouTube, you maybe investigate Steam It. Mike from Montreal, yeah, I know. You don't know Mike. Hi, Elite Gamer. Wallace said, hi, Gun Gaming. I said hi to you, I think. And I said hi to Alden. So Wallace said, I just read the blog article. What a bunch of garbage. The new policies serve no purpose other than to group smaller channels. I'm sorry, Davison, this sucks. That's fine. I mean, I am not getting fucked on this channel, and I'm not getting fucked other than living through a strike on my main channel, because I have had viral videos consistently every single year, and pray to the pasta monster, flying spaghetti monster that continues. And I think I've proven myself in my 10-year media career that I can make things go viral again if I have good enough ideas. So Elite Gamer says, what's this stream about? YouTube just cut its partner program for people who have less than 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time, which translates into 240,000 minutes of time watched in their entire accounts over the span of a year. So that means a ton of channels are losing access to the features that you get when you join the partner program. I don't know if that also means that even those channels won't even be able to live stream. But it's also affecting me because I have dormant channels. I had a project where I made a reality show about YouTubers that was actually picked as a finalist by Google Canada in 2013 called We Are YTube that's losing monetization. I have another channel called Yellow Page Mountain, where I delivered 1,000 Yellow Pages to the Yellow Pages head office. And it was featured on the national news. The Globe and Mail, the Montreal Gazette picked it up. The National Post picked it up and interviewed me in 2010. That was like my first big media win. And that's losing monetization. A channel where I interviewed the famous American comedian Bill Burr, it has 1 million views, is losing monetization, despite the fact that I have monetization here and monetization on my main channel. So I was saying, for weird people like me that have a bunch of channels, I wish there was a way to like thread them all under like 1 or 2, main accounts. I have a business account and a personal account. just retain my benefits, because it doesn't make sense if I'm signed here why I can't be signed there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm abiding by the same terms, I'm liable for the same offenses. I've clearly proven my track record, you know, on these properties. So why does it no longer apply to my other properties? But Elite Gamer says YouTube has to change. Well, YouTube is changing. You mean they need to change their minds and revert it to what it used to be, to being more open? It's never going to happen, unfortunately. I don't think it will. Maybe the next platform that emerges will be more open, but this platform, the honeymoon is over, man. The gold rush is over. Bitcoin's hit 20K. You know, we're now at the 20K of Bitcoin, where you can't. It was easy to buy a Bitcoin 10 years ago, or well, it isn't 10 years old. It came out in what? Bitcoin came out in. Did it come out in 2009? I don't know. I don't know when Bitcoin came out, but yeah, 2009. I'm right. I actually found out about Bitcoin when it was $43 a coin. And people lost money because exchanges got raided. So it wasn't necessarily easy to hold your coins at the beginning unless you had them on cold storage, Anyhow, but compare this to Bitcoin, and now if you want to get in the game, you have to invest more capital. Where you're going to have to invest more capital into your fucking YouTube channel and hold yourself to a really high content standard. And even if you are, you got to persist, go into debt. I mean, most companies carry debts and get bank loans to get rolling. So fucker, you got to do it too. You know, I suffered. I lived in an apartment for 10 years to get where I am. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, this is not to be an apologist for YouTube's decision. I'm just saying, don't let this change deter you. And even when you get what you want in life or in business, you still have to keep earning it. There's no moment at which you reach success and you can just lay back, unless you have money and you're just gonna move to a tropical island and gradually basically withdraw the funds over a period of like 20 years. You have to earn and re-earn, hi Shant, many, many times your stripes in online media. Nobody's popularity lasts forever. You keep working for it. You keep connecting with your audience. You keep making compelling content. You keep hitting record. You keep going live. You just get up, get down, get up. You know, until you are willing to like bleed for what you want, you will not get it. Will Smith said it best, you know, the reason why I knew I was going to succeed is that if it's me and you on a treadmill, I am going to win, because I would rather die on this treadmill than let you win. So you have to be willing to fucking die on the treadmill. I have been. I know I have been. Oh, I've been reincarnated on the treadmill at this point, okay? So Timothy says, this is what we need to work harder, and find better streams of revenue. Well, I mean, Patreon has been good to me because I'm selling a product that my patrons want. Super chat whenever you guys give me tips during the live broadcast. By the way, you can buy the status of prettiest girl in the room for $5. Efrain is the current reigning prettiest girl in the room right now. And by the way, last night's broadcast, I interviewed rapper Cupcake. She showed up to my broadcast. She came up with a very explicit song, and that was a big shocker. So if you want to watch that, it's the last video that I uploaded. But let me just read some more of your nice glasses. Thank you, Shant. I'm wearing them actually because I'm covering my face, because I made zero makeup effort, zero style effort. I'm the YouTube NYPD right now. I'm feeling my ideas right now, but I'm not feeling myself. But whatever. Thank you for the compliment. So Mr. Field says, I remember reading years ago that YouTube is paying way too much for storing all these vids without adverts that lose the money. I heard that too, that YouTube has never been profitable. I kind of don't fully believe that that's true it might be true the way they do their accounting, but why is Alphabet worth so much as a company? I mean, YouTube is an integral part of that, right? And YouTube has bolstered the dominance of Google search and the Google ad network outside of YouTube. So I don't, while it might be a loss leader, it's not a total loss. I have no idea. I have no concept of how much it costs to like store and stream all this data. But I don't believe that they are not profitable at this point. They're making money hand over fist. It might be very expensive to maintain. I know they've gone through multiple lawsuits, but yeah, I don't think they're killing the partner program in order to save money and deter people from starting. I think they're doing it so that they can raise ad rates and appeal to their advertisers or appease their advertisers with more brand safe content. Sean says she's lying. She did a video today and accidentally hit herself in the eye. No, 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 no. You're starting rumors. No, my eyes are fine. It's late. I just went live because I needed to talk about this. This is kind of breaking news. I know everyone who's here. If there's new people here, please let me know if you're new, and don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to me. I have a show every night called Davison After Dark where you hang out with me. Sometimes I do crazy shit. Sometimes I just talk about events in the news and we have a good discussion. You're new, Tim. You're always new. You were reborn, Tim. Mr. Field says, I've been on the site since 2007. Yeah, I was invited to the beta of YouTube, and at first I was like, what is this garbage? I don't want to be a part of this garbage. Little did I know. This is the Davison After Dark show, Tim. You know this. My name is Davison. It's After Dark. You see it with my terrible vertical blinds. And we are currently discussing the drama on YouTube that is the ending of the partner program effectively for smaller creators. Okay, sorry. So, how's Logan? It says Fusion Impala. Do I know Logan Paul? I do not know him personally. He says he deserves a second chance. Some people are saying he's already had like 100 second chances. But I mean, I agree, he does. If he acts like an asshole again, I will not forgive him. But I think for now, I think the reaction to what he did was extremely overblown. He was clearly an asshole. He was disrespectful. He pushed the envelope too far, and he didn't show enough sensitivity to someone who was truly dead and had suffered. But that said, he did a lot of other really interesting and cool things with vlogging. He built himself a really passionate fan base through really smart techniques. And he didn't kill someone. He didn't rape someone. He cares about his fans. It seems that he always treats them quite well. I think he now knows that there's limits. And I mean, I think he himself has put himself at too much bodily risk. Like he hurts himself. He lost part of a testicle. I actually had watched this interview. I think it was the Jimmy Kimmel show shooting something. He fought with an alligator. That's completely stupid. He should never have done that. He jumped off the roof of his house and hurt his leg for his 2017 year in review video. So I think he needs to sort of learn that he's not a superhero and he's not omnipotent, and that while he has become successful because he's willing to go the extra mile and be bolder, be a maverick, be braver, be more outrageous, maybe he now sees that there's actually a limit to your outrageousness, and that is clearly also the rules of your boss. And our boss is YouTube. You can't shit on your boss. Right? So I don't think, because he's a businessman, I think, in so much as he's a daredevil entertainer, he's gonna rein it in. And he's 22. I mean, what the fuck did I know at 22? I got pregnant at 22, which was actually a good decision because now I have a healthy grown man in my household. I'm a much more balanced person now than I was in my 20s. I mean, come on. So I think he's gonna get there, and he's the kid's a borderline genius. I know people are like, he's so stupid. No, he's pretty fucking smart. He's smart to the point where he can be probably manipulative, but it'll get better for him. And if he doesn't, then I'm willing to be like, he's a piece of shit. And I've never met him in person. So a lot of these YouTubers, they do put forth a really false front. Like you see their stuff and you think, oh, they must be like so nice and like so chill to hang out with and so sweet. And then you meet them and you're like, you are like, I don't even know what to compare you to. You're like Gollum. Your soul is, your outside is beautiful. Your soul is like Gollum, okay? My YouTube channel, my precious, my views. You know, like, I look like Gollum tonight. I should be one to talk. I feel that I am like, I feel though that I'm pretty consistent. I'm very honest and straightforward. What you see is what you get. I'm not a piece of shit in real life. Like I said, I aspire to ethics in business. My father was a very ethical businessman, and it ended up benefiting him towards the end of his career. It didn't benefit him at the beginning, but it benefited him at the end. So I think I learned my innate sense of fairness and ethics from my father. My precious YouTube channel. Derek says it's a money grab. You mean YouTube entering the partner program? Was I a convincing Gollum, everyone? Please hit the like button if I'm a convincing Gollum. Should Gollum be my next Tinder date? Hit the like button if that's true. Would I scare Gollum off on a Tinder date? Hit the like button if that's true. Would Gollum break up with me like YouTube just did? So Mr. Field says Logan Paul has enough money to never need to work again. He could do those vlogs for free. Absolutely. Logan Paul made over $50 million, guys. He may even be close to 100 million. And he is launching a worldwide garment chain called Mavericks. You know, like there's Walmart, there's Amazon. There's going to be Mavericks. I'm telling you, it's coming. Will he manage it well? I mean, Jessica Simpson, you know, the beautiful, busty Jessica Simpson, who used to be a singer, who believes that chicken thinks that tuna's chicken or whatever. Remember that moment from like the mid 2000s? Well, she is now the owner of a multi-billion multi-billion-dollar fashion line. So if Jessica Simpson, chicken of the sea lady, can helm a company that is worth billions of dollars, I certainly think that with Logan's current celebrity, Logan or Jake, choose. I have a crush on Logan in a really warped way, but I mean, I still think he might be a jerk. I haven't proven that he's like not a jerk. So I would pick Logan. Paul's cool, like, or his brother, sorry, Jake. Jake, I just paid for his Edfluence program to make a video about it. I've been using it for a week. It teaches you how to become social media famous. The irony being that I've, you know, on my main channel, I already have like 57,000 subscribers. So, I mean, I could get better at this. Obviously, I'm not popular. I'm not well known. And so, like, what do I think about Jake? I think he's like a natural salesman, but I haven't really watched his stuff because Logan just like physically and mentally and the way he looks and behaves and his mannerisms appeal to me more. He looks like a man versus Jake to me looks like a really young guy. So I'm being very superficial in my analysis of them. Sort of. I mean, the reason why I developed an appreciation for Logan is because on this channel, I tried to become Logan Paul for a week, like vlog in his silly style where he's like, good morning, Logan, what's poppin'? You know, like, and because I couldn't understand why anybody would watch his shit because I was like, oh, God, kids have such terrible fucking taste. But then I got sucked in because I see that, it, you know, in so much as he was like smashing plates, he's really like high energy and like welcoming. He's like cute quirks, like naming all his pets different cute names and like naming his car. And then you like care about his best friend, Evan, and like Dwarf Mamba, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, I haven't watched enough of Jake Paul to even, like, other than his horrible rap, which was so bad it was good. Yeah, so I guess I'm team Logan. Team Logan in so much as don't be an asshole anymore, Logan. Okay, so back to what we were talking about. So Timothy says, I wonder, since all the smaller channels collectively, will it be a significant amount of revenue that YouTube will lose. No. No, because as someone said before, now they'll be able to raise their ad rates. So they're going to stand to gain money from this. And as says, I like his Help Me Help You music video. It was filmed really well. Yeah, I mean, he's done a lot of stuff with high production value. The kid's talented. But he was just acting like a dick. Like a young dick who'd never met with failure before, never met with punishment by his bosses. Logan has never had a boss pretty much before YouTube. So that's why he got where he wanted to get, like I said earlier in this broadcast, by being the one who was willing to die on a treadmill, by going to extreme lengths. So he just thought in repeating his strategy of going to extreme lengths that he would win, but he forgot that the important part of extreme lengths is the fact that it's extreme, meaning it's a risk. So he lost on this big bet, but did it blow up in his face? That's the other argument, because he's still gaining 100,000 subscribers a day. He's worldwide famous. I could go out on the street now and ask someone like, who's Logan Paul? And I might get it. There might be a high chance that I could get an answer that's like, oh, isn't that guy from YouTube who found that dead body? Versus his name didn't have that kind of recognizability, above a certain age, prior to this whole scandal. So he's gonna, provided he doesn't fuck up again, he's laughing to the bank. Yeah, it's just maybe he's gonna learn, be strategic about your failures or your outrageous behavior. No, I am not part of an insidious Logan Paul campaign. Absolutely not. I just appreciate someone who, I think I see myself in him, and vice versa. I see him in me. No. That's what she said. No, what I mean is like that passion, that drive, that commitment, that understanding of what works with people, that the ability to go viral. Yeah, I've done so many interesting things that have spread worldwide, guys. Like, not just on this channel. Forget this channel. I mean, the one finger selfie challenge is on this channel. I was responsible for that. But I mean, I've interviewed Bill Burr that has 1 million views. I did the Mentos bikini that has almost 10 million views. I've been on BuzzFeed countless times. I was on BuzzFeed recently for the Kylo Ren challenge. So I feel like Logan does that. And he's got a sense of humor. And he's persistent and so hardworking. And this is all the things that we YouTubers are. So like, that's why I feel a kinship. Alden, is that why he always calls himself a baller? And Blind Fox says, I can't help but respect a man who's lost part of a testicle for a video. There you go. So Ranting Greek Gamer says, where's this link about YouTube ending the partner program for smaller channels? Go to my Twitter, twitter.com/DavisonVideo. Check out my scar. I actually lost that because I'm going to be shooting some beautiful photos tomorrow. Believe it or not, I can actually look good. And I was shaving my arms. But yeah, go to twitter.com/DavisonVideo and I link to the article where YouTube basically, and if your channel doesn't make the cut, YouTube automatically sends you an email. So I got like 8 emails for all the dormant channels that I have that no longer qualify to be part of the partner program. And one of them is a channel that was actually selected as a finalist by Google Canada for one of their programs in 2013. So they gave me an award and access to studio time for that channel, but they're taking away monetization. And Google itself, and another channel too, where I delivered 1,000 phone books back to the Yellow Pages head office, and it made the national news. They're revoking monetization. So anyhow, yeah, go check that out on my Twitter. So Wall Street says learning by simulation. What do you mean? I don't know what you mean. So regarding, killed myself. Thank you, Donald Harambe Trump. Why would I? You go first. Is this a dare? Come on, don't be ridiculous. So, Jessica Simpson's success isn't because of her intelligence. That's because of someone in the background who has the business sense to put her as the front person. No, I know that to a certain degree, but I don't think Jessica Simpson is as, you know, harebrained as the persona she portrayed in her reality show. I think that's what also people forget about the whole Logan Paul and Jake Paul thing. They're playing characters. And even me, like, I mean, like I told you, I'm pretty internally consistent, especially when I go live. I mean, it's pretty hard to fake it if you're going live daily, right? But I'm more animated, I'm more excited, I'm more talkative when I'm doing this than, you know, so yeah, I don't think Jessica Simpson is a complete airhead, but certainly, yes, you're right that her being the branding, it certainly helped the clothing sell to the tune of $1 billion. So Eileen said, "You acted like Logan. Next up, Jenna Marbles." I could become Jenna Marbles for a week. I'd have to get more pets. I already try weird beauty shit. She does that. We both did the same thing. Um, so Timothy says, "I've been here since 2008 when YouTube didn't have trendy little millionaires." Fusion says you should start reaction videos. I could. I actually used to do them on this channel, but I don't feel like that's my future. My future is in going live every night, and it's going to be in more produced content. I also, you guys forget, I have my Patreon where I do my brand of kind of sexy, glamorous comedy, and my modeling and stuff. So reaction videos, I don't also see like beyond capitalizing on search, I don't see a strong future for them. Like they're not a way that I want to build my career path. I don't want to be known for them, but thank you for the suggestion. You have to pick and choose where you invest your energy, right? And I only have so much energy and time. Is Jenna Marble still going strong on YouTube? Yes. She's doing really well with the younger woman demographic. Like Eileen watches her, I sometimes watch her. Um, Sean says, "I think you should do a video and have a vote over who was more flustered last night, you or Eileen." You need a talk show? That's what you think? Yeah, I was thinking too, like, there's something about me that's very Ellen-ish. I've always wanted to be, and I actually had started. That was another channel that never went anywhere. When I was on the radio, I hosted a radio show in Montreal with two other women, and I advised that we start our own YouTube channel, but the problem was is that one of the co-hosts kept working in the Middle East, so she was never available to shoot episodes, and then the other one got pregnant, so it just kind of fell apart. But that was my effort in you know being a part of The View. I would love to be on a talk show like The View and give my opinions. I still sometimes end up on the radio. No, I am not a lesbian now. Did you not just hear me talk about? I might be dressed like what a stereotypically, supposedly, a lesbian dresses like right about now. And I know I have a deep voice, but I just expressed my interest in Logan Paul. Yeah, I mean, no, Ellen in terms of like her sense of humor, her intelligence, her timing, her ability to be kind to her guests, her friendliness, like that's very much like me. She may have mentioned seeing Logan in her. Am I lesbian? No, I've dated far too many men I mean, I don't think so. I like, you know, once you like the D, it's not the same. I don't have the same enthusiasm for women that I do for men. Does that make any sense? Logan Paul looks like a lesbian. Well, he's definitely pretty. I've always liked pretty men. Um, Eileen's my fellow lesbian friend here. Are we getting offended by this? The most beautiful woman on the internet, Eileen? Is this making us uncomfortable? Um, you know, Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber, I find feminine looking, but in a way that I don't find appealing. I don't know. I mean, he looks very young. Um, he Logan Paul has like long hair. Maybe that's what you're saying. He's got very fine, like Greek-like features. I think that's, but he has a very masculine jaw and a very strong neck and very broad shoulders. That's not very feminine. So Tim says, I'd like to hang out with a more chill version of Davison. What's that supposed to mean? Timothy says, this new update is something to weed out and discourage smaller channels. It will, but it will let the cream of the small channels rise to the top. Well, the cream of the crop always rises to the top on YouTube. I mean, okay, no, some people game the system. There are people that are at the top that got there through deception and manipulation. But I mean, if you have something to say and you can create compelling, interesting content, you will eventually win. You might have to try thousands of times. I uploaded over 1,000 videos before I had a video that hit 1 million views. My first video that got several 100,000 views, which I had to delete, by the way, because YouTube fucked that up, but that's a whole other story. Because YouTube went through all sorts of monetization fuck-upness long before the current system, back in like 2011. But I had to unfortunately delete the channel. It was my son. We did an epic mealtime parody. And he was the first epic mealtime kid. He was the first. And then there was another little kid who did it later and like, oh, he's the first. No, my son was literally the first. But then I deleted the video because they told me I didn't have the rights to the music. And I did. And it was so shitty. But whatever. I probably should have just left it and I could have fought for it to get fixed. But I didn't know. And so, yeah. But yeah, that was my first, in 2010, my first 300,000 views. And then it wasn't until the Bill Burr video, which was in 2014, that I got like 500,000 views. And then finally I got my 10 million views in 2015 when I did the Mentos Bikini. So it took me I started on YouTube in 2008. It took me till 2015 to get a 10 million views. So like, anybody who's like, oh, what, this sucks, no, die on the treadmill. Keep going. And even when you get there, you have to I earned my stripes on other channels, right? And they're now ending the monetization on those smaller channels. So like, the game always changes. You gotta just roll with the punches, keep going. If you truly want it, and if it's too much for you, then you don't want it, and that's fine. You know your limits. And who knows? Like eventually, I might get tired of this shit and be like, I don't want to do this shit anymore. But I feel like of anything that I've been sure of in my life, it's that I want Logan Paul inside of me. No, I'm kidding. It's that. It's that. It's that I love YouTube and I'm willing to keep going no matter what. Sorry, I had to make the joke. I know how you get 10 million views in less than a day. Ask Logan Paul. You just subscribed to me. Thank you, Timothy. Subscribe on my main channel too. That will help me. My main channel is youtube.com/DavisonVideo1. And if you're new here, hit the like button. I want to flash for the likes. Like because I look like Gollum tonight, but I'm a person that's suffering at the hands of YouTube like we all are. Funky. Thank you, Lee. Hi, Lee. No, put your bobs on Trump's Twitter account. How could I get my bobs? I've already painted Trump with my bobs. By the way, guys, another one of my videos that did really well, I painted Donald Trump with my pussy. And pardon the pun, or not the pun, but pardon the word, the term. I'm sorry if that's offensive, as in my cat. No, I've painted him with my actual Pussy. And Steve Buscemi's wife, Jo Andres, bought it. I auctioned it off, and half of the proceeds went to ovarian cancer. I also have painted Donald Trump with my boob. That did really well in the media. So I need to do, I have another idea. I've told you this for a while, of something I could do with Trump and painting him again. I've painted him 3 times. I've painted him with my boob, I've painted him with my Pussy, and I've painted him with my tears. Recently I didn't get it recently. I had this idea since he did the whole Cub Feifei thing. But if I were to do it, then I know that I would be putting myself at risk and I might not be able to travel to the United States. And I like going to VidCon which is a YouTuber conference, and I have business to attend to sometimes in the States. So if I do the video that I know would probably go viral, yeah, I would be putting my personal freedoms on the line. Not that it's anything that like would hurt anyone, and it's not to the level of what Kathy Griffith did, you know, holding up Trump's head. It's nothing like that. It more makes fun of him, but I haven't been willing to do the video yet. So anyhow. So Timothy says, it's difficult enough to paint with my hands and I'm a professional. Go watch it. You'll get a kick out of it. I'm funny in the video. And the Trump PUSSY painting is hilarious because it actually looks like him. And I die laughing in the video. I can't give you guys a hint. And it's I've had so many discussions with my best friend Jonathan, like, should I do this? And like, I mean, he's like, oh, it's so, oh, I can't believe you would do that. But I mean, I guess it's just that it, like the going to extreme lengths, I feel like, is it a risk I want to take? And Donald Trump is so fucking petty. Would he bar me from entering the country for making, you know, a painting of him, which seems ridiculous because it wouldn't be offensive. It wouldn't depict him getting hurt. But I know how crazy he is. So I could paint it with a little, no, I wouldn't, I'm not going to do anything that's violent, but I don't think I'm going to do it, guys. I know that it would net me a lot, and I could pitch it to all the people that featured my work previously. I love the United States and I want to go there. No, but if I do it with an alias, it defeats the purpose. It defeats the purpose because the purpose is to drive more attention to me, my works, my name, you know, add to my viral portfolio. Is it something BuzzFeed would do? Hell no. It's beyond what no, there's no way they would ever do it. Where am I? Oh, I'm Canadian. So I'm in Canada. DT, what's DT? Where are you, Timothy? Elite says the thing she's got on her Instagram, go check her out. Yep. Davison After Dark, go check out my Instagram. I have a chicken strip that's a thumbs up sign. It really exists. Oh, you're in New Jersey. I like New Jersey. I'm just... So Andrea says, what? I love the Epic Mealtime vids. Yeah, I think if you look up Epic Mealtime Kid, I think I re-uploaded it to this channel, but it might have been my main channel. I don't remember. But Max the Lego Guy is the name of my son's account, where there's him. There's like a parody where it's him against Swedish Mealtime Kid. It's really cute. I'll have to link to it in the comment section, Annadelle, later. I'll have to find it. I've just made so many videos that half the time I don't know where any of them are. It's true, Justin Bieber has gotten more muscular. How old was he? Well, at the time that the Epic Mealtime Kid came out, he was 10. And he did Epic Mealtime videos till he was 11. No, he wasn't 10. It was 2009, so he was 9. Or was it 2010? I don't know if it was 2010 or 20. Anyhow, it was 9 or 10. And it was because Epic Mealtime was really pretty much at its peak between 2010 and then 2012, 13-ish. So he was pretty much only interested in it during that period, and then he moved on to other things. It is apparent that you love making videos. Well, I mean, I've made thousands of them, so yeah. I do have a son. His name is Max. He's 17. He'll be 18 this year. Which makes me the same age as Gollum. My precious. Did I see Witch Bob's music video? The one, the Hovey Benjamin? Hi dear, can you open up your cloth? Can you send me nice pics of your bobs? Show me sexy sex, bitch lasagna. Something like that. Hello, bitch lasagna. Do I look young? I look youngish, yes. I look very young for my age. How old am I? Come on, quick, guess. How old am I? I forget. I'm maternal. It's almost 3 a.m. maternal. And I have a shoot tomorrow. 25. That's so nice of you to say that. Tim doesn't know who I am. So he's not allowed to guess. 37, well, that's old looking. I don't want to look old. Yeah, I did already tell you. I'll be 40 soon. I'll be 40 in a couple weeks. That's how old I am. Oh, well, thank you. I don't feel like I look stunning at all. Maybe on my Instagram, but not right now. Did Cupcake ever tweet at you? No, she did not. Cupcake, who came on my live stream last night, she's kind of known for the dirty version of what I just said. She actually appeared on my live stream last night. She said she would follow me, but she didn't. I don't think it was her. I think it was an account pretending to be her. You guys like my little earring? Isn't it cute? So does anybody else want to talk about the YouTube partner program ending? Their thoughts? Their suffering? If YouTube ends its partner program, how will you guys be able to watch quality content like this? I mean, come on. It was her 100%. Well, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Did I wear them? I should wear them right now. I think that this will add to the outfit because really, it's time. Oh, good night, Elite Gamer. Ah, there you go, Lee. Lee knows how to say the lines. Women hate when you talk like that, though. If you brag about yourself as a woman, Sharon Stone, other women hate you. So, like, this makes me look like this ages me. Okay, come on. Now I look like a 45-year-old elementary school teacher who's already always over enthusiastic about nap time or snacks. Like, come on. No, this is not a good look right now. They're my friends. Yeah, it does look weird with a hoodie on. I agree with you. What was I saying? At least we won't have to click the skip ad button anymore about the YouTube crisis. That's a very good point because nobody's going to be running ads. We already weren't because very few people are monetized normally anymore, but now we'll be watching even less ads. Thanks, YouTube. Looks like a cat lady about to go on a date. That's exactly the look I'm going for. I should just host all of my Davison After Darks like this. With my puppy stand-in. Tomorrow night, by the way, guys, I'm going to be live streaming from a hotel room. There's going to be a jacuzzi there. I don't know if I'll be in the jacuzzi. So Energy says, ugh, that makes me mad, the whole YouTube thing. I was going to finish the video I was working on this evening. I even have my mic set up and went through the hassle of vid editing. Then do it. Finish it. Fuck it. The money doesn't matter. How much money were you going to make off that video anyways? $2? Fuck it. The followers that you earn are worth more than the $2 that you are now not going to make. Yeah, I'm shooting 6 videos for my patrons tomorrow and some photos for Instagram. I'm 403. Thanks, Tim. Yeah, I'm going to a hotel to shoot videos. It's going to cost me $500 to rent the hotel room that I'm renting to shoot videos. How much to get into the jacuzzi? No, do not accept money for dates. Hey, nobody's bought the prettiest girl in the room yet. Nobody super chatted me tonight. So the prettiest girl in the room is still Rain. Hi, Up in the House Records. So are you here to talk about the topic? Hello, Brakow. So Tim says, I've never shot a video in a hotel. I'm not in that line of work. No, well, it's because it's an attractive, like I had to spend $500 on the room because it's a really nice room. It's spacious. It's well designed. That includes a 3-course meal. So it's called the Romance Suite. So I'm going to the Romance Suite tomorrow. So my cameraman's going to have the 3-course meal with me. which will be nice because we'll be able to like catch up and stuff. And then after we're done shooting, he's gonna leave. Of course, he's not staying with me in the romance suite. He's married. And yeah, I'll go live and I'll show you my room. Any suite that you're in is the romance suite. Oh, thank you, Timothy. Aren't you flattering? So Sean says for $500, I better get more than 3-course meal. Well, I mean, yeah, it's a nice hotel, boutique hotel in downtown Montreal, and taxes here are atrocious. So before taxes, it was $418, but with parking and tax, it's going to be $500. But I don't do that very often. We're going to shoot 5 or 6 videos, and I'm going to shoot a ton of photos. So I'll get my money's worth because I have people paying me every single month to have exclusive content on Patreon. So I can't produce everything myself. The result will certainly be superior if I've got a cameraman and we're going to have multiple cameras going, and he's going to edit the videos so that I get a little bit of a break. I'm just the star, not the editor. And I want to give people a good product that they're paying for, right? So you got to, in terms of like, Hollywood production costs, it's actually not that much, and I can write it off. I'll be able to write it off at the end of the year because it's a business expense. So Up in the House says, yeah, I got the email from YouTube about the changes. I hope you're enjoying yourself. Yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying myself hosting the show. Do I think that the changes are great? No. Am I losing monetization on my dormant channels and my smaller channels? Yes. Do I think that it's only going to get harder on YouTube? Yes. Do I think that the whole game is changing? Absolutely. Does this mean that new platforms might stand a chance? Yes. There are other platforms like Steemit. Vine is coming back with Vine 2. YouNow, Musical.ly's Live Me. You can earn money by being tipped with like little stickers people can buy. And there are some people that, I wish I was one of these people, that made like $45,000 a week from the stickers that they get during their live broadcasts on Musical.ly and or VidMe, not VidMe, Musical.ly's Live Me, live.me. And I haven't really experimented much with YouNow. My last YouNow broadcast was like in like 2014 or something. I just decided that I prefer this platform, and I can get super chat tips here. And I just, if you build your audience in like too many different places, sometimes it gets fragmented, but there's still opportunities out there is what I'm saying. And just because this is ending, that doesn't mean that there's always, no one's going to be a YouTuber forever. So just roll with it. Keep going. VidMe had a promise. What shame it tanked. Yeah, and they still owe me $4,000. VidMe, I think, shut down 6 months too soon. If VidMe would have held on for 6 more months, they could have probably competed against YouTube. And it's a shame that they didn't keep going. But they made a business decision. Top Buzz is a good platform. I've never tried. I also wonder if that's from Trump admin getting rid of the internet rules. Oh, because they got rid of net neutrality, YouTube has more control? Is that what you're saying? So Timothy says, I'm excited for the new platforms. So Sean says, I'm paying for it, but also don't expect you to pay $500. Well, thank you. I mean, it just shows that I'm committed to delivering good quality to my viewers. And yeah, I could have gone with a cheaper hotel room, but if you pay less, usually the hotel room just looks cheap. And I need to get out of the house sometimes, have some new experiences. And I mean, people have been generous with me, tipping me and paying for my Patreon and everything else. So, and buying my artwork. So, I mean, I can afford I can't afford evidently every single week to blow $500 on a hotel room, but for this one shoot, I think it's worth it. So Six God Miki says, hi Six God, if you're new. Oh, bye Anardil. Anardil, finish your video. You're gonna, please finish your video, Anardil. Keep going. Don't quit. Do it. So Alden says, if you ever need a photographer, I'll shoot you. Well, thank you. Okay, bye, Anadol. Thank you for joining me. So Six Scott said, what is YouTube doing? Sorry, just joined the stream. Okay, I'm gonna just, guys, I've been going for an hour. I just need to get some water for my throat because it's getting hoarse. Horse, like a horse. Do you guys want to look at my hanging, dangling? Will it be able to like block while I'm gone? Oh, maybe I found its purpose. No, now it looks terrifying. Okay, I'll be right back. Hold on. Yeah, it is. All this shit back here is for tomorrow's videos. That's why there's so much shit. Normally it's not this messy in here. But sneak preview. So if I have my holographic leggings with my holographic bra. And I'll explain what this stream was about in a second. I have this, which still has the tags on it. A lot of this stuff is brand new. I have this. This looks really nice on. Oh, I gotta show you guys the heels. Got my heels. Ooh, yeah, baby. This isn't even all of it. Like, oh, this I really like. I feel like I'm spoiling it. This is also new. Okay, I'll explain in just a minute. I'm showing this. By the way, if you want to see the result of all of this, it'll be on patreon.com / Davison video. Would you look how pretty this is? Come on. It's like a set. It's very nice. It'll be very nice, classy photos with my Louboutin. So I invest. Know that the money doesn't go to nothing. Hold on a second, guys. Bun break. There we go. So, what was I saying? Is your apartment spendy? How's the cost of living there? It's fine. It's reasonable. Yeah. Do I want to live here for the rest of my life? No. What's my plan? I think I've said this before. And sorry, I will answer the person that asked what this broadcast was about shortly. Hi, Brendan Coutu. What was I saying? Yeah. My plan is to save enough money from, hopefully make enough money between YouTube and Patreon and super chats and whatever else, gain enough popularity. I suppose I have to start selling merch too, even though I've kind of dragged my feet on that because I didn't feel like I had something I wanted to sell yet. I'll have to pay for someone to design the stuff because I'm not going to do it myself. My best friend Jonathan could do that though. I want to buy like a penthouse condo, not in like an exclusive building. But I'm not that young anymore. I mean, I probably won't have kids anymore. I mean, I'm 40. I don't have much more time to have kids. What, am I going to pop out a kid when I'm 45? Maybe if it's Logan Paul's the dad. I'm ensuring with all these broadcasts that will never happen. So, okay, guys. Oh, hi, Abracao. So you must be Portuguese. So what this broadcast is about is discussing the fact that YouTube changed its partner program requirements from anybody could apply to be a partner provided they had 10,000 views, right? That's what they changed it to last year. First, it used to be anyone. Okay, no, the history of YouTube. I don't know if I even need to say this, but the history of YouTube was the partner program didn't exist. Then in 2008, they only gave it to certain people. Then they started opening it up more, which is when I got partnership in 2009, 10. And then they opened it up to everyone. I think it was in 2011. And then last year they only started accepting people with 10,000 views or more. And now the new requirements in order to be a YouTube partner are that you have to have a minimum of 1,000 subscribers and 240,000 minutes. So that probably translates to at least 240,000 views, at least, if not a million views, okay? If we're going to be perfectly honest with the way people bounce around, in order to be part of the program. So a lot of my dormant channels, not this channel, not my main channel. This is my vlogging channel / Davison After Dark. And maybe I need to change the name of this channel to Davison After Dark. Huh. Anyhow, that's neither here nor there. But yeah, they pass. Like I pass here and I pass there. I can't even believe I'm thinking about pass failing on YouTube now, but that's where we're at. But it's weird that I have channels that have over 1 million views and now they won't be able to earn money. What? And I'm a partner on 2 other channels. What YouTube? Like what are you doing? Why can't all of my channels stay in the program? So I will inquire with my contacts at YouTube after they fix my problem that I have with my strike currently, because I made a comedy video about Tide Pods where I did my makeup. You can see it on my Instagram, and it was not offensive, and I don't eat a Tide Pod, but they're very sensitive now to any challenges that might hurt kids. So because my video perpetuated a trend that might hurt kids, even though I didn't do the trend, they gave me a strike. But I'm in negotiations. The video will never be public again on YouTube, but I might be able to get the strike removed, provided that I just don't ever make videos on topics where kids could get hurt, and don't make jokes about it, kind of like Logan Paul laughing in the Suicide Forest. Don't laugh at the Tide Pod Challenge. Yeah, it's just weird that I'm on channels that have proven themselves successful in the past. I don't have the privilege to be a partner anymore. And all of those channels got significant media attention. Reddit, BuzzFeed, newspapers, but there's nothing I can do. So, and even if I would if I were to lose everything. Okay, I feel you guys in the sense that like if I were to lose monetization on all of my channels, of course I would feel devastated. Or the ability to live broadcast and get tipped with super chat tips. It would fuck me, but I would get back up and keep going. Hi, Steven. I used to be part of Yahoo. Believe it or not, Yahoo had a video platform that they were testing out for Tumblr. So I was a beta tester so it was in 2014 to the beginning of 2015. And I earned, I don't know, $5,000 or something off of Yahoo. And then all of a sudden I got an email one day when I was out with my friend Steven, and it was the first time I had worked with my friend Steven. We made a video where we tested out professional cuddlers, and it's on my main channel. It did pretty well. That video got picked up by BuzzFeed. It has like 350,000 views or something like that. But Steven, when we were out eating dinner after the shoot, he was like, he looked at his phone, he looked at me, and he looked pissed off. I'm like, what's going on? And he's like, oh man, I just got fired from my job at the cafe, because he worked at a cafe. And then, I don't know, we kept talking, and then 5 minutes later, I checked my email, and sure enough, I got this email from Yahoo that said, we've decided to change our criteria for the Yahoo video program. You didn't make the cut. Sorry to end things. We'll pay you out eventually. And I was like in shock, because I was like, no, I was, earning that money was helping me survive on YouTube, right? Because I was getting money from Yahoo and I was getting money from YouTube. But I mean, I looked at Steven and I was like, I've been through so much already on YouTube, and this was in 2015. I'm like, I'm just going to keep going. It's just one of those things, like no opportunity lasts forever. And then recently last year, hey guys, you guys know this who follow me. I'm losing my voice. You guys know this who are following me. VidMe. I literally was one of the highest paid people on VidMe. there's an article in Variety that proves it. I netted over 5 grand or something like that on VidMe in a couple of months, and they shut down overnight. I basically opened my email and was going to upload a video, and it's like, sorry, VidMe's gone, and there's nothing you could do. You can't even upload a goodbye video, and we aren't going to pay you till February. And they owed me $5,000. So they've paid me 1,000 of the 5,000. They still owe me 4. They're supposed to pay me the 4,000 February, after my birthday, actually. So the first week of February. And I survived. So this is the same thing with the YouTube thing. I've been, if YouTube fucked me over, I guess I could go to like I said, YouNow. I could go to Steam It. I could keep doing my Patreon. I have almost 300 people paying for my Patreon who are paying $10 a month for my content minimum. I could just exclusively focus on Patreon and Instagram. So there's always a way if there's a will. I know that my fate, I feel right now, my passion, my fate, my truth is aligned with the online world and online media. I don't want to be a part of traditional. I don't want to be one of those creators that starts to build a series on Amazon, or, although I have nothing against Amazon, or Netflix, or Facebook Watch. I don't want to be part of somebody else's project unless, say, it was a talk show that was like a bunch of women discussing shit, or women and men discussing shit, then I would be a co-host, but they would have to do all the production. But this is me. I'm an independent online artist and creator, so I'm just going to keep finding opportunities to spread my work. And that's the attitude that all of you have to have, even if YouTube's not giving you your money right now. If you have the goal and you get up every morning and every day you make a fucking video, you will get there. You upload hour-long videos every single day just talking about your life, and you'll get there really fast. Educate yourself, get the creator guidelines. Read the creator Bible on YouTube. There's a whole book that they have made available and a whole course to teach you how to be more proficient at this platform. I've gone to almost every single YouTube training event that's been hosted in Canada, and I've traveled. I spent money on flights and hotel rooms to do it because I knew that I needed the training in order to keep going and keep growing and be stronger as a creator, even if I'm not that popular yet. Despite all my media wins, I still haven't been perfect at, amassing like a very, very, very strong following, but it's growing. I mean, you guys are here tonight and you followed me from one channel to the other. So I can, only imagine if I continue with the passion and commitment, it'll grow. And that applies to any industry. Educate yourself, commit with passion, be consistent, never give up. Things will get fucked up. That's the whole point. They'll get fucked up, but it's your strength that'll always make you win. Not like bitching about what could have been or what isn't. And there are times to fight back and be like, YouTube, this is bullshit. And there's also times to just go, hey, the game isn't the same. I can't live like it's 1996 anymore. For instance, my appearance changes over the years. I'm not a beautiful 21-year-old anymore. I unfortunately never looked like Kate Upton, but you deal with what you have and make the best of it, like Cher does. Cher is still badass and she's fucking 75, right? Oh well, thank you, Timothy. That's very kind of you. So Sean says, I'm just glad to watch your Tide Pod lipstick. As soon as I noticed it, didn't last long. Yeah, you saw it before it got taken down. That's why changing all the rules to things keep people going to these things. Tim says I wasn't ever living like it was 1996 because you weren't alive, honey bear. I forget, Tim, that you're only like 3 years older than my son, which is so weird. I remember 1996. What was life like in 1996? I was in my first year of university. So Uphouse says, don't give up. People just keep making videos. I believe in you. He's right. We should all believe in each other. Just do the work. Be consistent. If you have to watch cheesy ass fucking motivational videos, watch them. If you want some good advice that's free, watch Gary Vaynerchuk. He's Gary V everywhere. He gives good no excuses, no bullshit advice. If your hustle isn't working, then maybe you don't have the right niche. Maybe you need to pick a niche and be the best in that niche. Everyone had baggy pants, says Eldon. That's right. In 1996, yeah. Not everyone had baggy pants. I did though. Nobody, skinny jeans weren't in. Black pants, excuse me, black dress pants were in for a while. Um, I know short black mini skirts were in because I used to wear that to the bar. I was kind of dressing like really like 70s tones in 1996. It was like burnt oranges and mustards, and I didn't, did I hadn't started over plucking my eyebrows. I didn't start over plucking my eyebrows till like the 2000s. It was like 2002, 2003 when I started like plucking my eyebrows like Christina Aguilera, her dirty era. But yeah, 1996. Man, it was such a long time ago. I mean, it was 22 years ago. Was my hair big? No. Here, do I have a photo? Just a second. I know we're not talking about YouTube, but yeah, just a minute, guys. Sorry, guys. Okay, so here I was in 1996. I had short hair, briefly. Yeah, let's see if can we do this side by side? Same person. I was wearing a jean jacket, but I was only wearing that jean jacket, I think, because my friend at the time, her mother gave me the jean jacket. It wasn't something I regularly wore. And I had a blonde streak on the front of my hair that I dyed myself. Huh. Long ago and far away, in a galaxy far, far away. Yeah, I was wearing a Canadian tuxedo. Hi, Sauce Clout. Sauce Clout, what's your thoughts on all of this? Nice to meet you, Sauce Clout. No problem. It was a pleasure to dredge up a picture of me when I was 18. I'll eventually look like a hell of a lot different as I approach 50. Or maybe I won't. I'll get some of this. I always got yelled at holding photos, so even today I touch them carefully to avoid fingerprints. It's true, I'm being a little careless, aren't I? I should be like, then, now, Canadian tuxedo, American tuxedo. Oh, so Sauce Cloud says, I started my channel. Hi, Riku. I started my channel this month. And this news depressed me. Sorry, just a second. Sorry, I'm still getting over a cold. So you said, I am new to the YouTube game and I see how everyone's reacting and I don't know if I have a shot of making it. If you think that you don't have a shot of making it, you won't make it because you're not going to try hard enough. You got to believe in yourself. You got to connect with the energy, the power that we all have within us. It's a power we all can tap into. It's your desire, it's your will. So tap into your will, have a vision of what you want to accomplish and just do it. And no, it will not be easy. There's a very good chance you will be like me and you'll have to work really hard over a long period of time before you get anywhere. And even then you'll have wins and then losses and then wins. And you never know when your one video or your two videos are going to be that make you take off. But they'll come, but they only come when you put in the fucking work. Hi, good night, Lee. Bye, Lee. How old are you, Sauce Clout? Yeah, are you making sauce? What's your content? Late 20s. Oh, okay. Well, you're not that young. And what's Sauce Clout? What's Sauce Clout about? I notice I did not say a boot. I said about. For those of you who claim that Canadians, this is about funny tweets. You do voiceovers or you do tweet compilations? Chugging lemon Perrier straight from the bottom. Tweet compilations, no voiceovers yet. Okay, well, who has wanted to watch your videos so far? What's the who's the market of your product? Have they proven popular? And like, what is your strategy going to be in terms of like how you give them titles and how you give them descriptions so that they show up in YouTube's algorithm? No, not yet. It hasn't taken off. Well, why did you decide to do that? Why tweet compilations? Does it have a robot voice, says Mr. Phil? And your name, see, one thing that I'm going to say right now that I can already tell is the name of your channel has nothing to do with the product that you say you're going to deliver. Sauce Clout TV. So that's a first error that I would automatically advise you to change. You have to have the title of your channel match your content. And Sauce Clout TV doesn't suggest Twitter compilation videos at all. Another thing that you should know is that YouTube has they have a team of raters. A lot of people don't know this. There's a really good BuzzFeed article about this. BuzzFeed does do occasionally some good investigative journalism, and raters will literally go through channels and assign them a quality rating. And if you don't have high production value and you don't have good thumbnails, and they come across your video, they're gonna give you a low quality rating, and that will hurt your future ability to show up high in search. So Sauce Clout TV, it doesn't make sense. You would be, although you'd be violating copyright, you could call it Twitter TV, but maybe Tweeter TV. That would make more sense, Tweeter TV, than Sauce Clout. It doesn't make sense. And even then, like I said about quality rating, if it's just tweets on the screen with no voiceover, no music, no context, and they're not thematically grouped like all the same themes, and your videos are all over the place with different topics, YouTube isn't going to rank that well, because YouTube wants right now, and this is what they want now, it might not be what they want in the future, but they want everything to be coherent and along a very similar niche. So say if you make makeup videos, just make videos about makeup, and soon you would become an expert in the topic makeup. But if you're making one video about what basketball players said and then another video about what happened in North Korea, and YouTube's going to be like, the system, the algorithm, the artificially intelligent algorithm is going to give you a poor rating. So you have to pick a very narrow vertical or niche, like a topic, a theme, and stick to it, and have your branding, like your channel logo, your channel header, your channel name, your video names, all stick to it consistently. Because if you're fractured, that's the first, I made the same amateur mistake. I mean, this channel changed names a couple times because it did make sense at first. It was called 100 Jobs because this channel launched because I did 100 jobs for a minimum of $100 each. So I worked for 100 different employers, and it was also a blog, and it was the way I taught myself to shoot and edit on YouTube. So this was way the fuck back in 2009. So you can actually see my first horrible YouTube video of like, it's just the intro title that I edited in Windows Movie Maker. And I sang, I'd have a job, because like there's like, if I had $1 million. So I kind of used the end, a clip from the end of Bare Naked Ladies, If I Had $1 Million. And instead I sung, I'd have a job. And so yeah, this channel made sense because it was about the 100 Jobs project. But when that wrapped, I didn't know what to call myself, and for various reasons, my channel name ended up Davison Video, because my other channel was called Davison Video. The channel name right now, it sucks, but the URL to this channel is Davison Video, so it makes sense. And I'm kind of known more as a personality. I'm Davison, so that's why everything's called Davison, right? But yeah, what you just said is your channel name, Sauce Cloud. It doesn't make sense. You need to, like as Timothy said, you got to build a brand. I'm glad to help, because I only learned this through doing this stuff for 10 fucking years. And that's the thing, like, one of my weaknesses is that I love to be, to produce a diverse range of content, but I probably would grow quicker if I were to just narrow my focus. The thing is, like on my Patreon, I'm more sexier and edgier, but I kind of don't want to just produce that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not just a glamour model. So that's sort of why I bounce around. But I know that sometimes the sexier work, it alienates certain people that might appreciate my other work. Yeah, and also that's what Sean says. Yes, you're very much a glamour model, Tim. Find out what people like about you the most and tie that into your gig. Exactly. And Sean's, or find out what you like the most. Like, do you even have a passion for Twitter? Why the hell do you want to talk about Twitter? What happens if Twitter goes belly up in 3 years? What are you going to do then? Why aren't you putting yourself in front of the camera? Like, these are questions you should answer. Drop my Perrier on the bed. Damn it. First I lose my membership in the YouTube partner program. Now I'm dumping Perrier all over my bed. You had a workplace accident. What happened? Did you staple your hand with a staple, Tim? Did it require you to have 8 marijuanas today instead of just 6? Oh, Sean, Tim failed. He couldn't go an entire broadcast without talking about marijuana. So Timothy says, talking with you and everyone here reminds me of the early days of YouTube before all this garbage. I'm so glad I found you. Well, thank you. It's very nice of you to say. It's not garbage, it's just change. And change is never fun and easy, but then we'll forget. I mean, we'll become nostalgic about the past, but I mean, to me, the best phase of YouTube so far, honestly, the sweet spot was 2016, because there were no monetization problems. You could still show up in related videos. I was getting more views back then. BuzzFeed was featuring my content, but then the girl that used to feature my content unfortunately left BuzzFeed. What can you do, right? It was just more relaxed. Everything was so chill and laid back in 2016, but then last year, bad. But prior to 2016, things were difficult. They weren't always approving videos for monetization. There was a lot of content ID fraud. So companies would say that they own the rights to the songs in your videos and they didn't. You'd get more copyright strikes. You could, lose everything if people were to flag you in like 2013 and earlier, because YouTube didn't realize that people would abuse the flagging system. So it was pretty much, the sweet spot of YouTube was 2016. Now we're in a rough patch, but it'll probably, if YouTube doesn't completely fuck itself over, it'll get better. It'll get better. I was taking printers off a lift and they slipped and pinched the front of my neck, so now I have an awful bruise on my neck. Sure, Tim. Is that what you're going to tell your mom, Tim? Oh no, a printer hit and fell me on my neck, and it looks like it sucked on my neck, but it was a printer. So Sean says, if Sauce can come up with funny stuff about Trump's Twitter, he might have something. Yes, but he'll have to do voiceovers. Or he'll have to like show up in search and just focus on Trump and Trump only. I've had hickeys before from the Friends with Benefits that I had to cover up. I don't remember the last time I got a hickey. Oh, yes, I do. Actually, I do. I'd rather not go back there. I'd rather not revisit that memory. Thank you. I think I'm accusing my past of sexual misconduct. My past is violating me. My memories are... I'm going to accuse my memory of sexual misconduct because it's torturing me right now. What's the conversation on about tonight? We're talking about the fact that YouTube changed its partner program. Sorry if you were sitting here and you have been part of the broadcast now for at least an hour and a half because I'm repeating myself, but that's cool. So hello, thank you for joining me, Gamers Ego. We are talking about the fact that if you have less than 1,000 subscribers and you have not gotten over 240,000 minutes of watch time in the last year, you will no longer be part of the YouTube partner program. So what this means is that my older channels that I don't use anymore, some of them having millions and millions of views, they're no longer part of AdSense or the YouTube, well, effectively the YouTube partner program. So that means that I only make money now on this channel and my main channel, Davison Video. And it's kind of weird because you would think I'd be able to group my channels under the same partnership, but no, that's not how it works on YouTube. It's a channel per channel thing. And if your channel doesn't make the cut, fuck you. We're going to have to review your channel. And that's and like I said before, 240,000 minutes roughly translates to at least 300,000 views, but likely 1 million views in a year. Do you know how few people are going to be able to hit 1 million views in a year? I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, it's... So you know what's funny? YouTube's trying to stop people from doing things that are extreme in order to get ahead, but isn't this kind of ensuring that people are going to engage in more one-upmanship? It seems counterintuitive. The 4,000 minutes a month is the challenge. It's not a month, it's a year. It's not minutes. 4,000 hours. Hours. 240,000 minutes. Think of the magnitude of that number. That is huge. I mean, I have to maintain over 1 million watch time minutes in 90 days to have access to partner support. And I have fought very valiantly for that. So Timothy said, I had my best year and did not get enough minutes. Again, I don't know what to say. It's that you will have to figure out what your niche is, capitalize on that niche, do hero videos. So what hero videos are viral videos? So videos that the media wants to pick up on, like Casey Neistat's video of him skiing through New York City. But do a version of that with your style of content. Or be more prolific. If you get up to bat once, twice a day and make 20-minute videos, you're far more likely to grow than if you are regularly producing content that's only 3 minutes long. If you can make a video go viral, then you can get some views. Yes, and another trick that I will advise you to do, but I mean don't abuse of it, is Reddit. If you can get a video on any subreddit to do well, you can easily push several thousand views an hour to your video. But the thing is, Reddit has safeguards in place that if you submit your own links too many times, they could ban you or they could ban your channel. But Reddit is really powerful. And unfortunately, my main channel's banned from Reddit. And I didn't deserve it. I actually had somebody who was working for me who submitted my shit. And Reddit banned me, and they banned me years ago. And they haven't reversed the ban on my main channel yet, which is ridiculous because I maintain that they're like, you engaged in vote manipulation. No, I didn't. I really didn't. But there's nothing I can do about that. until they forgive me for hiring someone, or I mean, the person I hired didn't even do anything wrong. They deleted links. They submitted the link and then deleted it. I don't know. I don't get it. What else can you do? You just have to be interesting. Like Bill Burr says, like become undeniable. I do not know. Hey, will I be here? Do I even exist at all, Tim? Go smoke a joint and contemplate whether or not Davison exists at all. Maybe I'm just a simulation. Maybe I'm a projection. Maybe I'm a hallucination. I'm a bitch. I'm a lover. I'm a child. I'm a mother. I'm a sinner. I'm a saint. I do not feel the shame. Back to the 90s. I don't know. I have a shoot tomorrow, and I was not actually planning on going live. I was like, no, take tonight off. Don't do it. Don't do it. And then YouTube, I got the call from YouTube. There's some advice I can give to you guys. Okay. So one of the things that has benefited me whenever I've made a video get a lot of traffic or get a lot of, oh my God, it's 1 a.m. Holy fuck. Whatever. Okay. So one thing that's benefited me as a strategy is that whenever I see something that I know is straight up fire, that's like really interesting and controversial or just unusual, and I know everyone's going to talk about it, and I get the sense that it's going to explode, I usually get this like sense, this premonition that something's about to happen, and then that's what I call the call. So I get the call that's like, you just figured something out, Davison, and then my job is to answer the call. So you have to figure out what your call is. I know people talk about their calling. Maybe that's sort of what they sort of mean. Like you have to figure out what these little impulse points or what these moments of opportunity are that you can seize them, and know what your special angle is, know what your special powers are, and use them. That sort of relates to your calling. So I get the call, and I've got pretty good odds of knowing when I have an idea that's probably going to, I haven't, I don't have 100% accuracy, but anytime I've gotten a significant number of views, I know that, I sense that it's the right thing to go for. So use your intuition, and yeah, know what your strengths are, and just don't be lazy. Use them. So Timothy says, I'm irresistible. Take the internet a while to find out. Exactly. It's flow. Some people have called it flow when you get into the zone, right? It's like when you're painting a painting and it paints itself. Yeah. Have you seen my fan mural yet? It's not highly, it's not technically that accomplished, but this is everybody who's on this wall has watched my live broadcasts, and they've paid a minimum of $25 to be on the wall. Wall Street Tech is here tonight. He has tipped me well over $250 to be on the wall, and he got an upgrade on his spot. He got a heart because he was very supportive. Juna, who was here, has also paid over $100. Also bought a painting I made. Jad, he came earlier this week and tipped me $100. He's paid $200. This is a video that I done where I did a neon breast print, so that's my boobs that I stuck on the wall. Mole Man requested to be the navel. Martin wants a painting, hasn't bought one yet. Charlie's on my Patreon. I don't know if he's here tonight. Who else? Steven Simon's here. Steven, are you still here? Steven's over there. Eileen was here. She disappeared. So these designs, by the way, are everyone requested these specific designs. It's not me who decided what was going to go on the wall. And some of them are slightly unfinished. Like the lettering here is not finished yet. I just put down the S's, but I didn't even out the letters yet. Dizzy was here earlier. So yeah, so this is my fan wall, and it's right beside my bed. And every morning I look and I see, all the people that care about the content that I make. And they also show up in my videos, and they show up in my live streams because I talk about them. And it's cool to be able to be like, oh, Steven's here. Oh, there's Steven. Oh, Eileen's here. There's Eileen. She's the little unicorns in the corner. And it's a way of like paying homage to my fans and showing what I've built to myself if ever I get down on myself. And oh, by the way, this is because of the whole Jake Paul Adfluence program that I purchased. He says you're supposed to put an affirmation of your success in a public place and read it every single day. So I wrote, I will get 1 billion subscribers, which I probably won't, but it just basically reminds me that your goal is to get to reach as many people as possible, and you have to do the work. So I stuck it on the fan wall. Efrain is on the wall, but he's not here tonight. Stephen, are you here? Oh, Eileen. I hope Eileen, I'll follow up with Eileen on Facebook. I hope I didn't annoy Eileen. She'll be back. Yeah, Jad paid a fortune. Jad paid over $200. So if you want to get on the fan wall, it's a minimum $25 US. And then you're there permanently. You pick the color, you pick the design. I still have to put Joshua Pease Meyer's spot on the wall. He wanted fireworks, and he wanted Prettiest Girl in the Room on the wall. I have to do that. I haven't done it yet. 19 viewers and 23 likes. Yeah, well, it means people have come and gone during the broadcast because it is quite late. I could have smoked that joint by now if you told me you'd still be here. I'm not enabling your drug habit, Tim. If I was your mom, I would tell you to quit. But I'm not your mom, so I can't tell you to quit. Or if I was your big sister or whatever. Don't smoke the marijuanas. It's not worth it. My mom's told me to quit. Well, I'm going to be the second mom that tells you to quit. Because it's not good for your brain, Tim. Look, you dumped printers on yourself today. Maybe there's a correlation between you having smoked up late last night and you dropping a printer on yourself. It affected your motor skills. So stop smoking the joints, Tim. But you got to figure that out for yourself. It's gonna fuck up your teeth. It's gonna make you slower. It's gonna make you have memory issues. It might lead to a lower cancer risk. Might make you impotent, Tim. Tim, you're too young to lose your noodle and your noodle's magical powers. Think of your noodle, Tim. Blind Fox was here too. Blind Fox, did you leave? I'm sorry if you left already. Blind Fox is on the wall. Yeah, Tim, I believe in the legalization of any recreational substance. I think it should be regulated and standardized so people are less likely to overdose. I think everyone should try hallucinogens once, preferably magic mushrooms. It opens your mind, it changes your life if it's done correctly. But regular usage of any drug is problematic, in my opinion, because it's too easy. It's like gambling. It's like if you shouldn't gamble every day, don't do drugs every day. Learn how to cope with life sober. Go on a run. Go window shopping. Create something. Have tea. Hug your friends. Get friends. Hang out with Davison after dark. Talk about YouTube. Buy yourself $2 rings. And every single penny you're spending on marijuana, you could be saving to do something with your life. Like, do you feel like your marijuana habit has made your life like better? And maybe you won't pay any consequences now, Tim. I'm hypnotizing you. Hypnotim. Tim, you are feeling very, very sleepy. You will no longer do the marijuana. It is bad for you. Yes, and maybe you won't pay the price now, but I know this because I'm older. I call myself old because I'm not old. I don't want to become what I say, right? People have a tendency to become what they preach. Oh, by the way, bad lunar rising says pray. Yeah, praying, meditation is definitely preferable to getting high, in my opinion. You can get a kind of high from some spiritual practices, but because I'm old, I can tell you that, or older, people start paying the price for all their vices in their 40s. And the people who have abstained from drugs or only done minimal drugs and alcohol consumption or minimal calorie consumption, like myself, again, everything could change and I don't want to be jinxing myself, and I love everyone equally, but we all have a tendency to look healthier and look better because you know, what I've put my body through in the last 20 years is finally catching up to me, and it's not catching up to me quite as harshly as some other people who smoked for the last 20 years. So Tim, well, you're 20 right now and you're robust. Guaranteed, if you keep smoking dope, by the time you're 40, your teeth are going to look like shit, and who knows where your mind's going to be at. And it slows you down. There's always side effects. I don't know. I really think that you should contemplate quitting. I agree with your mother, but that's my opinion, and it's up to you to decide. Only you can make yourself quit. And I know I'm preaching. Let me tell you that music I recommended to you is much better stoned. Is it though? How about go for a long walk and then listen to the music? Or how about put yourself in the mental mind frame of how you feel when you're high? Like the one time I did magic mushrooms, I can put myself back into that, I don't know, mindset, that sort of filter, because I have a strong memory of it. I appreciate colors and depth. I can bring myself back to like when I first started like hallucinating mildly on them, and perceiving dimensions differently than I'd ever perceived in my life, and language. So like we all have like trip or drug memories. Just access your drug memories when you listen to music. Does that make sense? Get yourself in that zone. Yes, I listen to it. Am I helping anyone? Am I making sense here? Am I annoying you? Or are you like, oh, fuck, Davison doesn't do drugs. Fuck that bitch. First she wears a Canadian tuxedo, then she forces us to listen to her past, and fuck, now she's telling us not to do drugs. It's good. I appreciate all kinds of music. So Sean says, I have no idea. I never did drugs. I just think that there's side effects that bioaccumulate, and you end up hurting yourself. And they're a crutch. They're a proxy. And they hurt the relationships of the people closest to you too. As someone who was partnered with an addict who's addicted to alcohol, not whiskey, but would down a bottle of wine every single fucking night, and maybe a bottle and a half on, Saturdays. You torture your family because one minute you're one person, and then when you're drinking, you're a different person. He wasn't, physically abusive towards me, but he was a dick when he would drink, more likely to be a dick. And we just couldn't, it's like being with two different people. So if you're getting high and you have a partner and they don't do it at the same frequency as you, you're making them suffer. It's not just you. And your mother probably worries about you. I worry about you, and I've never met you. Your mind straight can take you places drugs can't if you start training yourself to tap into it. That's very true. So Eileen said, I'm a nobody on YouTube and I just got my email and I feel sad. Well, it's okay. Don't feel sad. I know it feels like they rejected all of us. We were talking about you, Eileen. I was pointing out your spot on the wall. I was wondering where you went. And Stephen, I feel like you show up and then I don't talk to you. I'm sorry, Stephen. Now I'm listening to The Clash. I wonder if you would get along with my friend Audrey, Tim. Yeah, Eileen, you are not a nobody. Followers doesn't mean you're more significant. I'm not better than anybody else. Logan Paul certainly isn't better than me. I might be better in bed than Logan Paul, but we'll see. No, I'm joking. Got more experience. Oh, Steven's here. Dabbling on drugs. I'm terrible at dabbing. I don't know what it looks like I'm doing. I'm going to hit myself in the forehead is what's going to happen. No, I have to make jokes. Now that I've started the jokes, dab 6 times says queen. What happens when I 1, 2, 3, 4? I work out. This is 5, 6. This is ensuring my stomach will be flatter for my shoot tomorrow. I need a like for dabbing 6 times. You volunteer to test what theory? Oh, sleeping. If I'm better men. Can I yeet? What? Can I? What is yeeting? Yeah, I will get a black eye. I will hurt myself if I keep doing that. Sean knows me. I'm getting into the silly zone. What's the rolly? What the hell is the rolly? Is the rolly this? No? Or is the rolly a new dance that I don't know? Bad Lunar Rising says, I'm really good in bed. I go to sleep and it's not real loud. How do you beat that? The Rolex. Oh, I don't know it. Queen, you are my queen because I have never heard of this before. I'm learning something new. Well, so thank you for teaching me something new. What's the rolly? Like, how do you do the, explain how you do the rolly. Is it this? Or is that juju? I know, I would do it. I just don't know what you're talking about. Someone explain the rolly to me. Is that juju on that beat? Put 2 hands beside your head. What? Like this? Like this? Am I voguing? Put 2 hands beside your head. Is that the rolly? Okay, put 2 hands beside my head. It's either is it a hand on either side of my head or 2 hands on one side? And how are the hands? The hands palm open or the hands closed? The hand? This is the rolly? The rolly is this? No, just give up. I'm not giving up. You gotta explain to me how to do the rolly. You started this. The twirl like tornado. Come on, Queen. I wish I could like bring you guys into the broadcast so that I could like see. I don't know. I want to learn how to do the rolly. It says put 2 hands beside my head. I did it. But you didn't tell me what to do with my hands. You said give up. Is that the rolly? Give up. It's so bad. Just whip. So whip it like that? Is that the rolly? Is that closer to what I'm supposed to be doing? Google it or find the YouTube video of it. Well, I can't while I'm broadcasting because I'd have to go to my computer because I'm using my phone to broadcast. Poor Tim's knees hurt. Actually whip. Queen, you're so demanding. Queen, you want me to, and you haven't even super chatted me. I normally only accept dares for super chat tips. You're getting a bonus tonight because we're all suffering tonight because most of us aren't getting any YouTube money anymore. Okay, I'm gonna look. Oh, I don't wanna. No, I can't go to my computer. It's getting late. I've almost been going for 2 hours, guys. Yay! We're gonna hit the 2-hour bell soon. I have to get up early for my shoot tomorrow. I always do this though. I have like pre-shoot anxiety, so I have a tendency to develop insomnia. So I'm gonna miss my $2.86 per month system. Aw. Well, I mean, I had a bunch of channels that I was getting $2.86 a month from, and that adds up, man. I'm probably missing out on $300 a year. So Bad Lunar Rising said, I Googled it for you. It says, do the rolly, put 2 hands beside your head. That does not help. Whip, whip, whip. I'm gonna fall off my bed. I'm literally the minute. I bet you $6 you can't lick your elbow. I'm not gonna try. I can't. I can't injure my face before tomorrow. I feel like that's putting my teeth at risk. I can dance. Isn't it obvious? Remember, I'm sitting cross-legged on my bed. There's the void that I could fall off into right beside me. I'm looking at a camera. So Cody says, can you tell me what's going on with YouTube in 2018? Okay, so I've repeated this, so people are going to have to listen to me. Try like you're a woman. What do you mean like I'm a woman? What does that mean? D-Queen, don't be... Are you a girl or are you a boy, D-Queen? D-Queen? Honey, you should be in bed. You know you have school tomorrow, right? Why are you hanging out with a weird-ass white woman? White people. Is it just so you can be like, oh, white people? That white woman. And I agree. I totally agree with you. I should be ridiculed right now. I deserve it. I'm a girl. I'm 16. I know you are. And you have school tomorrow. I can tell she's young because she knows all the stuff that's trendy. I'm old, so I don't know what the rolly is. And she knows whipping and all that other shit, which is what younger people are doing, which I should know. And now I know. And I'm glad that she taught that to me. See, older people don't know everything. Oh, you don't have school tomorrow? Why not? Okay, so what's going on? Sorry, I didn't explain this to you, Cody. Are you still here, Cody? Because I don't want to explain this if you're not here. Because I've repeated myself. That's cool. Oh, snow. Where do you live? Did you lose monetization? Oh, Virginia. Okay, so Cody, if you're still here, I'll explain briefly. YouTube is ending its partner program for anybody with less than 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours, which is 240,000 minutes of watch time. So people watching your content in the last year, and 240,000 watch time minutes roughly translates into probably at least 300,000 views, if not a million views a year. Now, from my own personal experience, it took me 4 or 5 years before I hit that threshold. And maintaining it, I maintain it on my main channel. This channel, I also maintain it because I've mainly attend to trending topics. I did kind of go on hiatus from this channel for a while. But my main channel, I do a lot of weird things with viral media, so that's why I get the minutes. And all my old viral videos are still feeding me views. I have a video on this channel that has over 1 million views. It's 1.7 million views because I created the one-figure selfie challenge. So that's one of the things I've done. So I'm okay on these 2 channels, but all the other channels that I own, dead. No money. How do you get famous on YouTube? You do the work. You figure out what your passion is, and you create the best quality videos you can using that passion. And passion means that you are relentless. You don't quit when there's problems, because there's always problems. It has been my experience on YouTube that things get better, things get worse. You think you're fine, you get a strike, or you get a copyright strike. Life is not this oh, when I'm young, I'm working towards, and I know we're sold this by our parents, right? Oh, when you get older, it'll get easier. Okay, yes. When you're older, generally speaking, you do acquire more material goods. I have more money than when I was younger. Does that necessarily make my life better? No. Are there some things that young people have that old people don't have? Yes. But life isn't this continuous upward trajectory of, or if anything, like a downward hill where it's harder when you're younger and then it gets easier, you coast downhill. No, if you're trying to get famous on YouTube or you have a goal in a very competitive industry, it is constantly like this, but then it goes like this, but then it goes, and it is not certain things will get easier. I have clients now that are willing to pay for my work, but then you have to maintain those clients. So I'm spending $500 tomorrow on a hotel room. I spent, I don't know, $100 or something on clothing, and I spending $500 on my videographer to edit 6 episodes. So what? That's like $1,100 gone. So I can make 6 episodes, which I release over the next month and a half to the people who are paying for my content on Patreon, which is totally separate from what I'm doing on YouTube. So like, pff, and I mean, of those expenses too, like I have to pay for Vimeo Pro per year is like $200. So on YouTube, it's free if you upload it on a Vimeo. So yeah, you need to, audiences need to identify with your content. Remember too, your content can't just be about you. People have to want it. They have to be entertained by it, or they have to see themselves in it. It has to be rewarding. If you can't make rewarding content, then you will never become famous on YouTube. You're the beat, you deserve a hug. Here's the hug. Even if I can't do the rolly, here's my hug for everybody. You get it, yeah. And if you have something, I had this newscaster come to my high school 4 billion years ago, and she was like, you just have to find those few things in life that you just can't stop thinking about, that you can't give up on. And once you find those things, pursue them wholeheartedly and never let them go. If it's a person, if it's a country, if it's a job. And I know YouTube is my thing. I am not a Facebooker. I'm a bit of an Instagrammer. I'm not a Twitter person. I'm not witty enough to keep up with all the journalists who like retweet each other and stroke each other's egos. I don't spend 8 hours crafting the perfect witty tweet. I don't fit in there. There was a point that I fit in on Twitter, not anymore. But yeah, I know my truth, and so then that just makes it easier to then keep going. And also you have to be honest. If it's something's not working, if you're not becoming more popular, then change what you're doing, and question whether or not you're delivering high enough quality at a high enough frequency, whether or not you're delegating enough, because sometimes you need to hire other people and invest more money to grow. And if whether or not your niche, the style of content that you're making, can appeal to a broad audience. Because if you're going to become super famous on YouTube, you generally have to make content that resonates not just with like a specific subset of people, like people who like dog sledding or whatever. It has to resonate with, why everyone loves Liza Koshy, for instance. Is she makes relatable comedy about relationships or about dorky things that you find at the dollar store. We can all identify with the stupid shit that we run into at dollar stores. We can all identify with like the weird things our parents say to us. Or at least when you're younger. Like, see, for me, some of Liza's stuff, I do find her funny. She's definitely got comedic talent for sure. And her the way she shoots herself is always really well lit. But like I'm too old for her content. Really, truly. Like I'm like, jokes about your boyfriend, jokes about your disapproving parents. I mean, I'm lucky my parents aren't dead, to be perfectly honest, at the age I'm at. They're over 70. So I don't really want to watch that stuff. But I see why amongst younger kids, Liza Koshy's amazing. And I mean, also too, becoming super popular, know that, okay, again, you get popular, but generally popularity has a lifespan. Think of any musical artist that you appreciate. There's such a thing as overexposure, meaning like if you get too many albums from this person over the span of 2 years, you're like tired of them. Same thing happens with YouTubers. I've been here 10 years. I've seen people be, Ray William Johnson was huge. Ray William Johnson quit YouTube. There are some people that have had a resurgence, like iJustine is resurging. I also suspect that's because she has influence at YouTube corporate and they are actively pushing her shit. But iJustine wasn't very popular between 2014 or 2015 till late last year. You can actually see her growth curve. Before Simply Nailogical, there was Cute Polish. Nobody talks about Cute Polish anymore. So you have to reinvent yourself. This is what Madonna was good at. Every few years you got to reinvent yourself so that people stay interested and so that you can leave one phase of fame and then move on to the next one. And also too, as an artist, it gets exhausting to do the same fucking shit over and over again. That's the one peril of being a YouTuber, is that like as PewDiePie said, like doing another Happy Wheels video, he couldn't do it anymore. He couldn't, or Goat Simulator or whatever. He felt like he would, go crazy if he didn't try to start to do comedic videos about other, types of content or trending topics. So, yeah. So Timothy said, I invested in my channel with better video, audio, and lighting. It does make a difference. It absolutely does. Rixie says blockchains will fix monopoly dominations. No, I'm going to disagree with you there. It might temporarily fix it. Nothing will ever stop humans' tendency towards aggregation and monopolization. Are you kidding me? Human nature is, especially when it comes to capital and powers, is pretty selfish and pretty self-reinforcing and pretty classist. It's always, top of the pyramid. No. So Mark Meadow said, YouTube just emailed me saying, Dear Mark, bite us. It just means that you have to keep going until you qualify. Tim, I'm not enabling you. You do what you're doing. I'm playing no part in this. So Eileen says, yeah, I just watched Justine and Rose, and I just mainly watched Justine and Rosanna collaborations. So Bad Lunar says, I cut my cable TV to start supporting YouTube streamers because I find it more entertaining and better content, but I don't support the established people. I support the little ones. Now, I'm not sure I will want to do that. Do what? Well, I haven't watched TV in I don't even know how long. Like that's a TV behind me, but I don't even turn it on. It's used to stream YouTube videos and Netflix. Mark, just keep going. Don't quit. Because even if you qualify for the partner program, you're still going to have to keep proving yourself. So start proving yourself now. And it sucks. I agree it sucks. I agree that it is effectively an attack on small channels. And you know what? In a year from now, they might only give it to people with only over 10,000 subscribers and 1 million watch time minutes a month. We don't know where this is going. The $150 I save from cable can support 3 YouTubers. I agree with you. Thank you. Thank you for doing that. I want more people doing that. Tim wants to smoke up with someone. So if YouTube's doing this, how will new content creators get started? Well, you can still open a channel. You just have to produce content that can get reach an audience. Queen, you're not here though. You're not where Tim lives. Davison does Tim. I am not doing Tim. Tim is too young for me. Tim is 20. I can be buddies with Tim. I am not gonna do Tim. Queen can do Tim. 16 and 20. That's okay. Some people will be like, no, you can't say a 16-year-old and a 20-year-old can go together. That's not that bad. 16, just not. So provided it's legal, I would like to say that only if it's legal in your state to consent to sexual activity should you consent at the age of 16. I know in Canada it's legal, but it might not be legal where you are, so wait until it's legal. Thank you very much. Not do Tim, go for a J with Tim. Oh, okay, I thought you meant do Tim. No, I'm not going to be smoking with Tim. So, Has Lunar Rising says, I have even bought new computers for some of the ones I support to help, but if YouTube is going to undermine them, I don't want to support YouTube. Well, I think that you're punishing the wrong people in making that decision, and YouTube has just made it harder to get access to AdSense. They haven't necessarily removed people's tools to access an audience or build a fandom or whatever, or following. So no, and there's no viable YouTube competitor yet. And Facebook treats creators even worse. Facebook's about to cut off the media from the news feed. So I'd say, you know, if you can support those creators on Patreon or on YouTube, please do. Like, they need the money. They do. We all need the money. And the money's so volatile. You might make a lot of money one month and then make next to nothing the next. So Mark Meadow said, I saw YouTubers start their own online shops and everyone use ad block stick it to YouTube. Yeah, I guess it's just, okay. I think that what YouTube is doing is is unkind, but you have to also look at them as a business who is unregulated, right? The government's not dictating what labor laws YouTube has to adhere to. So maybe it's going to take a little bit of regulation of this monopoly, or a creators union to fight back for creators, because that's not happening right now. But from YouTube's perspective, they did the math and they concluded that it will be more profitable for everyone to cut off the smaller players, because then the ad inventory has less channels that it can get assigned to. Because how YouTube works is that the ad network is run on an auction and companies have to bid on keywords. If, say, they want to associate their ads with videos that have the keyword food, if there's now only 30,000 videos with keyword food any given hour, then the price is higher because everybody wants to buy an access to that keyword. Do you understand what I'm saying? They're driving up auction prices. So Mark Mel said, eat Wendy's. I could go for some Wendy's, but I have a photo shoot tomorrow, so I can't eat anything. Mark Meadow said, no, I mean, like, we all know YouTube gets money essentially from the hard work of YouTubers. I said support the YouTubers, but not YouTube itself. But that's kind of a paradox. That's kind of a vicious circle. The only way to support YouTubers is by supporting YouTube. No. Their videos aren't hosted really anywhere else, are they? You could start following people on Instagram, but Instagram only pays if you do branded content or you sell your own merchandise. Give me a shout out, says Christian. Yo, this is a shout out for Christian Mendoza Manuel from Davison. He likes Wendy's, so do I. There's your shout out. Are you going to use that in your video? Christian, it's going to be your intro. What's your favorite menu item at Wendy's? Well, I am partial to the junior hamburger deluxes, and I like the nacho chips and cheese, where they get nacho chips and they put the nacho cheese on it, and then they put a bit of chili, and you eat. And the other thing that's really good is the cheese and broccoli baked potato. That is cheese, nacho cheese, and broccoli on a baked potato. Chicken nuggets? You go to Wendy's for chicken nuggets? What are you tripping? So Mark says, not true. They can sell merch and leave YouTube out. For example, I can, yeah, but not everyone wants to. I don't want to sell merch. I was talking about this earlier, how I need to sell shit. I am not a retailer. I did not go into this fucking shit to be a retailer. Do you understand? And also, running a retail company, you have to then hire employees or outsource the production of your merch, and then it's merch fulfillment. Fulfillment meaning shipping the shit to customers, and then providing those customers customer service. I don't have a single ounce of will in my body to sell people shit, other than entertaining them. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's not the solution for everyone, and everyone only needs so much t-shirts. And trust me when I say, Logan Paul is an outlier when it comes to success in his merch store. And you know why Logan Paul succeeded at Mavericks? And Mavericks is probably going to compete with Walmart or Amazon. It's going to be insane. We'll see. But I feel like if you can buy stock in Mavericks, it's probably going to end up being a good investment. He succeeded by via repetition and by giving his young fan base garments that they were already wearing that were branded in a way that was branded but not offensively so. Like his merch to me looked a lot like American Apparel's, not American Apparel, sorry. What the fuck is that? Hollister? Who's the No, American Eagle Outfitters. That's what I'm talking about. So American Eagle Outfitters, with like the tiny little eagle on logo on their shirts and whatnot. Logan Paul did the same fucking thing, but with his bird, right? And every episode, Logan Paul goes, find me at Logan Paul at least 3 times, loganpaul.com/shop. And then he has the post roll after each episode where it's like, da, 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 and it's like, this is the merch store. So yeah, absolutely, that is a way you can earn money. I totally agree with you as a YouTuber, but that's not everyone's path. And I prefer selling exclusive video content to my patrons or rentals. Like maybe I'll get into movies eventually, because my product is the videos. It's not selling people shit. And I've sold people shit before. Trust me, via my channel. Like I sold envelopes of glitter. I did a site called actually shipyourenemiegsglitter.com, and we mailed people glitter anonymously. We cleared like $5,000, was almost, or maybe it was 6,000 by the time it was all done. But the time that it took to mail those letters, holy shit. Oh, bye, Queen. I hope you don't hate me forever. Was that an affectionate bye beep, or was that like, I ain't talking to you no more? But bye, Queen. Hope you come back. Hope you subscribe. See you later, lady. What? Oh, I keep saying fuck. She's complaining that I was saying fuck. What happened? I don't understand what just happened. Anyhow, Logan Paul repeats his sales pitch. So if you want to sell merch, then you got to repeat your sales pitch every single episode several times. Oh, you guys were she gave everyone a riddle. Oh, okay. So the problem is, the reason that this format works is because use the streamer interact with me from chat, but when the streamer gets too big, the interaction suffers. Smaller stream, better interaction. I know I've recognized that that I could be a victim of my own success eventually, but that hasn't happened yet. And I've had over closer to 200 people watch me once, or twice actually. Most recently was after the Logan Paul suicide video thing. And I found that I could keep up with a lot of the chats provided I was just scrolling. But I haven't ever broadcast in front of thousands at any given time. And then how people will communicate with me is they'll have to super chat me like $1 or whatever, or $2 in order for me to read what they wrote. I don't know. We'll see. We'll get there when we get there, right? Because I'm going to start live streaming every single night. I have actually since the beginning of January. I started on my main channel, but now I switched it. I moved the show to here because I was losing subscribers every time I went live, because YouTube was sending them to my old subscribers, the notifications. And a lot of people have talked about this. If you look on Twitter, that every time they go live, they lose subs, they lose dead accounts, because YouTube re-audits your account every time you go live. And if there are accounts that haven't engaged in your content, YouTube will unsubscribe people from your channel. So that's what happens when you go live. So I haven't actually noticed much of a call on this channel, but I was noticing it enough on my main channel. And I'm like, no, I gotta have my produced content on my main channel and go live here. But I'll deal with it when it gets there. I mean, I'm gonna remember the people that were here at the beginning, right? Every night must be rough. No, actually, you know what? In a way, it's rough, because then you're like, well, what the fuck do I talk about every night, right? But it gets easier because you get used to it. Like, and this is back to like your pathway to success is through repetition and consistency. And I just, I enjoy this. So far, I'm really enjoying going live because I get to talk to you guys. It feels natural. And so I look forward to it. And it's, there's intermittent rewards, right? Like I haven't gotten tipped tonight, but I get tipped sometimes. And so that it's like a nice reward for, doing the broadcast. Yeah, I haven't laid out any terms to make money. Like I've done a bunch of shit for money. I've taped balloons to myself and then popped them. I put pudding in my hair. You can go watch that on my main channel. What else did I do? I did dares. But tonight was thematic. It was more about what YouTube just did to everyone. And I see that I've gotten new viewers as a result, right? Because people are searching for YouTube ending the partner program and they're finding me. If I just live streamed it would be cool in the sense that I can live a normal life during the day, and then at night I just hang out and talk and host the chat. But that then my produced content would get neglected. Like tomorrow, evidently, like it's gonna be shooting videos and photos like all fucking day. And then I'll probably only show up and stream at like 10 or 11 tomorrow night, I imagine, from my hotel room. But no, I think I'm started to crave going live. I really do enjoy it. So that's how I know I'm doing the right thing, right? And actually, a long time ago, I had a live talk show on this channel. It was called Girl Talk USA with my friend Lanny. Oh, Eileen, thank you. You didn't have to give me that. So just wanted to say 69. Eileen gave me $4.69. Eileen, even though the threshold is $5, Eileen, you are now the prettiest girl in the room. Yay, Eileen. Thank you, Eileen. 69. So just wanted to say 69. Eileen, do I put a 69 on the wall? I think I should. Should I put I will get 69 billion. Wait, no, 691 billion subscribers. More than the actual population of the planet. I should add a 69 to the front of that. Eileen, just for you. Thank you, Eileen. You're the prettiest girl in the room and the most beautiful woman on the internet. I gave you $45. You gave me $45, Queen? Did you? No, you didn't. I hope if you did, I'm sorry if I missed your chat, your tip. I don't think you did. I would have seen it. You're bored. Well, do something fun. Hey, I know what you can do. Do the rolly. If you're bored, do the rolly. Thank you, Timothy. So, I want YouTubers to get donations and sell merch and leave YouTube out in the cold. Maybe this will result in creators forming a union, guys. Who knows? But there has to be people that come together and create that union. There's the Internet Creators Guild, the ICG. So if you believe in supporting YouTubers, join the ICG. So now I'm doing some promotional work for the Internet Creators Guild. Join the ICG and pressure them to form a union that forces YouTube to provide monetization to everyone. Or sue them. Do a class action lawsuit and claim that they are in breach of contract and that they behaved in ill faith. That's the only thing that YouTube will have to be sued, or there will have to be a union, or there will have to be such a vocal backlash that YouTube reverts its decision. Because other than that, this is a change that we all have to like roll with, which sucks. But there's been so many things that have sucked on YouTube, and you just have to keep going. And if you're an artist in your soul, or a creator, or a producer, or whatever it is that you are that makes you make videos, you won't stop because it's your truth, and you don't quit your truth. It's like Brokeback Mountain. It's like Brokeback YouTube. I can't quit you. So how is Twitch different, or is it just YouTube on a different platform? Well, Twitch, from my understanding, you can't upload edited videos. you can only go live. So for streamers, it's great. But for people who want to produce edited content, it's not. Oh, Davison, can I ask you something? Sure, Queen. And Eileen, you get a question too because you're the prettiest girl in the room. So Bad Luna Rising said, or the artists collectively set up their own servers and create the artist run YouTube, the decentralized YouTube, and put YouTube out of business. Good luck. Good luck. It could happen. I don't think the end of YouTube is going to come until there's an emergent technology, the immersive internet. So I call it II. So we have AI that's starting to fuck with our entire lives. But wait for II. Immersive internet, is the matrix where your brain, your life is literally on the internet. So our bodies don't matter as much anymore. You think the Matrix was science fiction? No, it's real. You will be part of immersive internet eventually, but that's not coming for another 15, 20 years. And it's not going to be these goggles, these people who are trying to like sell us these Oculuses and all that shit. That's not going to work. Nobody wants to. You know why? Why I don't want to do the Oculus thing? I have no desire to put something over my eyes that I could get hurt because I can't see. Or I don't want to wear glasses all the time. I'm wearing these right now, right? To cover my ratchet face. But it's adding something. It's adding weight to my body. So just ask the question, Queen. And Eileen gets a question. Eileen, Queen 69, gets a question. But it's not going to be Google Glass or Oculus that's going to change things. It's going to be when we become one, the singularity with the online world, with the computer world. Immersive internet, II. It'll give us immortality if we want it. But do you want immortality as thought, or do you want immortality as physical being? And I believe they answered that question in the Matrix. I can see what you mean by being good in bed. Hey, haha. No, that's fine. You can. I've been made plenty of. Maybe my jokes about Logan Paul are considered sexual misconduct. Maybe I shouldn't joke about desiring Logan Paul. It's incredibly offensive. You what, mate? Hi. Oh, hi. Immersive internet just showed up. Who just created a novelty account specifically to show up calling themselves II? That's hilarious. It froze? What do you mean? Is my stream still going, guys? Guys, someone tell me that this is still going. Okay, my stream's okay. That freaked me out. So how the hell did II just show up as soon as I started talking about II? Someone literally created a novelty account in the span of me discussing immersive internet. That's crazy. Unless this is a coincidence, in which case II went bye-bye. II was just there to like fuck with me. Because someone bored. Maybe it was, I know who it was. It was Queen. It was creepy. That was really creepy. That was creepy, guys. I think that's the creepiest thing that's ever happened during my stream. Sure, Cupcake, the glorious cup. So II, did you create the account just specifically during the span that I was talking about II, or was this a really, really fucked up coincidence? Can someone go to II's channel and see how long it's been created for? There's no way. Someone just created the channel II. Someone's fucking with me. What? So their channel's been created for 1.5 minutes. That's hilarious. I don't have a channel. You don't have a channel, II. You're just a Google identity, II. So what's your purpose, II? II the troll. II, Captain, who lives in a pineapple under the sea. Square pants. You're Jeff. Hi, Jeff. Hi, Jeff. Nice to meet you. Why did you call yourself I, Jeff? Hello, Dave. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I can't do that, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that, I. Hi, my name is I. I'm here to make your internet experience pleasant. My name is Jeff. Hi, I. Hi, I. Hi, Jeff. You've become a real internet sensation when people create account names based on what you just said. That was I don't know what to say. I'm of influence. I influenced I. My name is Jeff. Hi, Jeff. If they were caps, he could be the Roman numeral for 2. I think that's why he made them small i's, or she, or it. And Tim, yeah, you're high. You're high I. High I with 2 eyes. Hi. Did this just happen? Yay, it's a meme. You became a meme. Aye. Are you gonna come back? Are you gonna subscribe to my channels? Will you join our broadcast? The Nintendo High. Yeah, how do we know that your name's not E? Like we? E? Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Queen. Aye, bye-bye. Yeah, I will. So creepy. You're so creepy. You're the creepiest person in my chat. I need to look at something pure to cleanse my mind from I.
Makes the bad things go away.
I started talking about the Matrix. This is
Please be nice to me. I get scared easily. I'm a small thing. I'm a nice thing.
I literally bought these because I thought they were cute, not because I thought they would look good on me. I'm not speaking that name anymore. So creepy. Okay, guys, I think I gotta wrap it up soon because I have a shoot tomorrow. Thank you, Eileen, for becoming the prettiest girl in the room. Just a minute. Oh, your super chat's already gone. So what exactly is that's so creepy. It's so, I don't know if you guys, he's purple and it's just I. It's not a name. It's not a handle. It's so ominous. It's so like imposing to see someone called I. So Bad Lunar Rising said, nice stream, enjoyed. I hope to see you again soon. You will. Tomorrow night. Thank you, Timothy. Nice to meet you too. Nice to meet you, Queen, as well. And thank you for coming, Eileen and Steven and Sean and Alden and Blind Fox and everybody else except for oh hi Rockstar Rebecca. Hey Rockstar Rebecca, wait, are you Rebecca Felgate, or are you a different Rebecca? Thank you. Won't break a printer like Tim. No, you're not. You're Jeff. My name is Jeff. My name is Jeff. My name is Jeff. I'm a different one. Oh, okay. Well, did you just show up, or were you here before? Queen is queen, for sure. I agree with that. She taught me about the rolly. Put 2 hands beside your head. You just showed up. Oh, crap. Is it you showed up because of the YouTube partner program ending? Did you get affected? Most of us here have been affected. I'm not affected on this channel, but I'm affected on my other channels. I just randomly clicked on a stream. Oh, well, nice to meet you. This is Davison After Dark, a live interactive talk show that I go live from my living room to your living room. And I do it typically in front of the fan wall, and people super chat me money to get on the fan wall, which I paint myself. And I have a main channel called Davison Video. So we were just talking for like about, I don't know, almost looks like we're getting closer to 3 hours. at least 2 hours and a half on YouTube deciding to end its partner program. To what monetary value did that affect you? Like I said, I think because it ended the monetization of Regoat This, a channel which has over 1,000 subscribers but did not get 240,000 minutes in the last year. A channel where I interviewed the comedian Bill Burr that has over 1 million views, but it doesn't have over 1,000 subs. An old project I did that got featured in the national media, Yellow Page Mountain, that's gone. My first YouTube channel ever, Fashion Ambush, which was a fashion reality web series, which I made in 2008, so 10 years ago, gone. So probably, I don't know, $300 I think I'm out per year because of this decision. What can I do? I can't do anything. It's $300 a year. It's like, not that much money a month. So, but it's still something, it's still significant. $20 a month. So now I only have 2 channels where I can earn money. I mean, unless I talk to YouTube and go, hey, yo, I'm like partners on this channel, I'm partners on my main channel. Why can't I just stay partners across all of my channels? Like, I don't understand. You want to be on the Fan Wall Queen? You super chat me $25 and you get a color and you get your name or whatever you want me to write on the wall and a design. It does add up. Of course it adds up. Of course we all need that money. So I tip you 300 and you were back to where you were? Yes. But that's a lot of money. I mean, yes. You're broke. I know. Well, I'd put you on the wall for sure. You'd get a huge spot on the wall for 300. Life's expensive, man. Any money lost is, I don't know. Of course it's a loss, but then you have to find ways to make it otherwise. You get a whole wall for 300. I feel sorry for you. You feel sorry for who? The troll feels sorry for me. You do not feel sorry for me, Jeff. My name is Jeff. I'm also known as II. You can join, but you can never leave. My name is Jeff. Am I creepy enough? Why can rocks be worth something? Well, why can Bitcoin be worth something? Okay, I don't know. I don't know what to do about II, guys. I don't know if II is nice or II is evil. Are you evil, II? Are you giving me the evil II? So, anyhow, here's about value, because we're talking about monetary value or value in general. Something's worth what someone is willing to pay for it. Do you understand? That's what the principle behind what Bitcoin is built on. It's worth $20,000 of Bitcoin because people are willing to spend $20,000 on a Bitcoin. Other than that, it has no real value. The only thing that has an actual value are food or okay, I is going. Sorry, I you're gone. That's creepy. That's really creepy. Yeah, you're gone for 300 seconds because I don't want to put up with someone who's creepy. Yeah, no, he started funny, but he got really creepy. And I don't want anyone who's creepy. So, what was I saying? Yes, the only things that are actually worth tangible money are resources, products, or that are of use. So, why are diamonds worth money? Because people are willing to pay for them because the marketing gave them a value because they control the supply of diamonds. The whole diamond industry is incredibly corrupt. And Bitcoin, it's people wanting to make profits. So they pump the market by getting all these videos and articles written about Bitcoin, and they hype everyone up and they get everyone to buy in, and they're basically going to short Bitcoin. They they buy low, they ensure the hype increases, and then when they know that nobody can afford to buy Bitcoin, they all sell at the same time. And they pull their profits, and everybody's left holding the bag, and the Bitcoins are worth $2. So, No Insanity says, I know my channel is it's running about $150 a year. It isn't a lot. When I was still a student, that money was a lifesaver. It won't do much to big channels, only students and part-timers. Well, it does something to all of us. Like I said, like if I'm losing $200 to $300 a year, that's $200 to $300 a year. I couldn't reinvest in my channel. I can't, save for my future or buy. I don't know. It's any economic loss is a loss. Of course we care about you, Eileen. Anyone want to buy you? You buy. It was very nice that you paid. You didn't have to tip me tonight, Eileen. You're a friend. You don't have to. Hey, love is free. We love you, Eileen. That's free. So you don't need to be bought. I'm safe. No one wants to buy me. I'm sure I wants to buy you. I wants to buy everyone. But you don't want to be bought by I. Okay, guys, I'm really getting tired. Did you want to buy the $300 bottle? Well, I'm willing to wait for that. But other than that, guys, you can tell I am really tired. Like, exhausted. I did it because I wanted to be a perv, like a nice friend would. Well, I fully approve of that decision. So Rockstar says I'm going to buy myself, then sell myself at a 200% profit increase. Don't say that to the wrong person, Rebecca. Okay, guys, much love to you all. Thank you for joining me. I will be back tomorrow night from a hotel room. I'm exhausted. I can't dance. We learned that tonight. I told Tim not to do drugs. I showed up. Love to you all. Subscribe if you haven't. And take care of yourselves. Don't give up. If you have a dream, don't give up. Keep doing the work. You'll get what you want. Goodbye.